I've seen relics of kingdoms past and crowns of ancient kings. I've heard stories of distant lands, realms I long to reach. Your voice, it beckons me to go to worlds unexplored, to leave behind my home and wander.
How's it going, everybody? Welcome back to another stream. Hope everybody's having a wonderful, beautiful day. We got ourselves more 5v5 1v1 duels over on the EU side of things for the evening, and tomorrow we'll be back over to the NA region. How you boys all doing? Welcome back. Welcome back. If y'all want to join in, let me go ahead and do that now. Let me post how to join up. It's easy. Find us listed in the LFG under Raids Legacy, under Molten Core specifically. They really gotta just chat. Can we just all get Blizz somehow to just like add the ability for you to make a cross-faction group in custom PvP section? Because I feel like it's getting a little silly at this point. You know what I mean? Like, we've been doing it through Molten Core because cross-faction doesn't work in custom PvP. It just doesn't. Like, you have to, I think, already have an alliance and a horde in the group for you to become a cross-faction group, but even that doesn't work a lot of the time. So, like, I love the added cross-faction. I don't think they should ever take it away, right? I'm a big fan of it. Dungeons, raids, PvP, whatever you name it. Like, I just love being able to play with my homies. They can play alliance, I can play horde, all that, or whatever. But like, just for duels, man, I would love for us to be able to at least like make a cross-faction group. You know what I'm saying? That'd be nice. But yeah, we gotta have the groups listed in a bit here in LFG. Hopefully my man Cracker will be hopping on here in just a moment while I get my music back up and running here, boys. If EU is working. Hold on, we are PTR, aren't we? Yeah, we are. What the hell is it? What the hell? Social contract. Sure. I mean, I'm pretty sure I already accepted it a while ago, but whatever. Alrighty, boys. Want to open up the group? Pile in. First come, first serve. And we are going to be rotating these groups pretty regularly. I don't know if Plush is back. If Plush is not back, Johnny, do I have your wholehearted, full-throated support to be able to run these groups for me? It means you'll play every game, but also it means we'll have to rotate groups and you'll have to just let me know, like, hey, if we're missing a guy, help. I could pop in the group, I could dip into the group, get somebody, dip out, and all that good stuff. Yes, awesome. Awesome. I'll help Plus do it if he's around, but he might still be on the break or holiday or whatever. Rick, get in here, my man. And Cracker should also be putting a group together, I think. Looks like he is streaming some duels today. I don't know if he's actually on. I imagine he is, but the groups are up if y'all want to join up. Does it work for you to go Merc? If you go Merc, I don't know if it works or not, man. I just know that in custom PvP, there's no like a setting you could like select, like a checkbox or something to be like cross-faction group. It works for raids, right? Cross-faction stuff works for raids because it's like automatically enabled, but you can disable it, right? Look, like if I edit the group, I can like limit to just my faction because it's automatically in already. The cross-faction business. So you have to like disable cross-faction basically if you're looking to remove it. But in custom PvP, it just like doesn't even recognize cross-faction unless you do like a thing. Okay, in a second I was doing Duels with Cracker. All good, all good. Yeah. I got a group already up and running. If you want to join mine, I'll start the group. If you want to join that, that'll be work too. Bird, get in here, my man. Anybody and everybody is welcome, boys. How y'all doing? Hope everybody's having a good one. Yeah, Merc mode. Yeah, even with Merc, it's all kinds of weird. Yeah, Merc mode only works for like random BGs. But didn't they also recently do like a random BG thing where you can queue random battlegrounds cross faction now with a homie or something? Didn't they do that recently too? I feel like most things should be cross faction. Leo, get in here, my man. Hell yeah, I'll make you leave for this one. We need two more. Two mas, and we'll be good to go. Do I go invite them? Just so we can fill? Because I don't know if Krager has his group filled or not. But I might, man. Yeah, Krager. Oh, he's in Robodrome. Okay. So I think that might actually be mid-duel or something. Very, very possible. So they'll probably have two groups already. That or is just doing some queues or something. I have no idea. What has Krager been up to today, man? Because I don't have enough time in a day to watch everybody's streams. I usually just like, I get up and I start working on projects. And I'm usually just like hammering out stuff until the stream. And then I hop on, I'm like, all right, what's happening? I'm like in my own little bubble when I do stuff, man. I used to watch a lot of streams, but I found like I'm not ever able to get any work done when I do watch other people's streams. Because I feel like I end up paying attention to the stream, not as much to my work and whatnot. But yeah, so we'll see. Also, we had my man, he barely got to play last week, but it was not Tompa. God, he's a Pandaren Frost Mage. It's so bad with names, man. So bad. You know, it's a you. Where's Seavark been? Seavark. Look, mages haven't been like in an insane spot outside of Frost Mage. Arcane Mage just hasn't been highly represented. With Seavark, it's either, I think he's just playing the game, but like on his own time. But with Arcane Mage, when it's like not top tier, Seavark usually doesn't like to. Either Seavark has some IRL stuff going on, because he does have like some IRL like dealings from time to time. So he's either been doing that or he's been mostly PvEing. Because I feel like a lot of people this season specifically, I saw a lot of people that are PvPing, right? They just did the grind at the start of the season and then just spam Mythic Plus and then just like waiting for season 2. Yeah, so I have no idea actually. Don't understand why no Evokers either. Yeah, the Evokers are tough to make work in 1v1s, honestly. Evokers are rough. That's not easy at all. Stellar. Who is that? Astoni? I can see if he wants to join in. But you see it on the Moss will be good to go, by the way. But I'm gonna wait until Krakow finishes his thing, which actually I think they're done. So maybe we get does Nalex want to join in? And Nalex wanna join 5V5 1v1 Duels friend? We can get Nalex in here. Try to see if we can get him in a +1. Sad, really. But for real, Evokers I feel like need a bit more survivability for 1v1. They're insanely good in RBGs, and they also do pretty well in solos. They do a lot of raw damage, right? They do a ton of impactful, highly impactful damage. But their survivability 1v1 is just not amazing. Used to play AUG for 1v1s, like I remember Trill popped in, played AUG for a little bit. It actually could do a lot because it basically had a very similar kit to like a healer. Alright, we got the homies. We got the boys. Actually, quite a bit of a ride. Only 2 melee. But we got a group. So we're now waiting on Kragar. We get to go. Привет, здорово, друг. Как дела? Как тебе стрим? Наша группа готова. Скажи, когда ты готов. When we came out, it was nearly one-shotting all. They were one-shotting players. They weren't like insanely good survivability-wise, but they were just nuking people. That's what made them really, really good. Готовы. Beautiful, beautiful. All right, Leo. You are lead. You are my commandant for this one. Alrighty, man. Promote a lead. We're good. I'm gonna queue us up. Divide spectator match. Johnny. Is it 2 eyes? Oh, I'll just do Leo. Leo more. And Kragar 5 in the grand one. First match of the night. Cool, I can have fun. We're dueling. Yes, we are. First match of the evening, boys. Get it, baby. I actually like this song a lot too. Diamond Eyes. I like that artist. I usually don't really like. I'm not into artists anymore. I just like genres of music. Bro, what is this caster haven here? Look at that. Invite us to tomorrow video. How you doing, my guy? Alrighty. Switch. We got ourselves absolute Hogwarts in here, man. So many castles. We got us this Bird. We got us this Mailcore. We got us this Rickmeister with VNDK over in the other team. We got us this Fire Talks, that is his name, as well as Cherno Kai in here. Kai's back in. And for melee, we got ourselves Rest in Hell, as well as Kragar, dude. I had to go through his name. Versus Team 1. Oh, that's a good looking mount. We got ourselves Saya in the cradle and Leo. Dude, I'm like days away from getting this mount. I am so excited just to be done with that grind and just to be completely done with Shadowlands, bro. Oh my god. Bumper by Fire. Saya immediately trinkets out of it blind as Fire tried to see if he could drop down a meteor on the man. And Fire got himself altered, so he's perfectly fine though. Saya playing that Herald of the Sun should give him a lot of that sustained damage as long as he can land those dawn lights on Fire. The sustained damage, that's going to be massive. Immediate immunity out of Saya, so Fire is actually getting quite a lot of cooldowns out of Saya. Does go for reversal. Blink is going to get interrupted, though might be in a bit of a bad spot. Maybe looking for an ice buck here. Cauterize not proccing just yet, but he's so close to it. There goes the block on the random proc, or actually maybe actual combustion. Saya picking up a lot of healing. Fire looking to get himself a bit of healing, but with Saya right now, he's just in a great position. Immediate stun. Does Fire not play around Blink? He's a Shimmer. He's gonna have to have a play sometime right now. Got himself the Cauterize. It's gonna be Saya breaking out of the poly immediately and is just down for the count with Saya hammering the guy out with VNDK. Trying to see if he catch a breath. Does not catch that Dragon's Breath onto Saya. Shimmer is also played by him. What is this Shimmer plays? By these casters. Is that the play now? Saya is gonna get stunned up by VNDK. Does get stunned up. Big meteor coming down. Bubble out for Saya as VNDK backing up out of there really quickly. Ultra is still available. If you can just live out Saya's full go here, he knows he's gonna go for that Ultra Trinket. Try to see if he can go for a bit of a blast or two. Still got access to full ice evades, full burst damage technically available, but I think VNDK might end up playing safe. Playing around that stun with the Snowdrift ability. Poly onto Saya does go for the Trinket Breath right after. VNDK landing another Poly. Does not have Snowdrift for a while, but he technically is a Frost Mage. All those Frostfire bolts are going to do a ton. As long as he can get the Flurry proc with those things, it's going to shatter through Saya. Does he have Lay on Hands or no? The only thing that keeps him alive right now is a potential Lay on Hands. Ice block for VNDK. Saya trying to see if he can keep the pressure going. It's going to be a stun. Needs to pre-lay. But it's going to go for a blind Charades the CC. It's going to give him an opportunity to at least not get shattered while stunned up. VNDK still got a lot of casts. Saya got plenty of health. Unless you get a random proc crit, VNDK could put him in a bad spot. Lay on Hands as sees the meteor coming down. VNDK also super low. Doesn't get himself a block back up quickly. Shot him out for just a second. He still live long enough, but no, Saya does take him out while Hyperthermia is still on the man. Oh my goodness. With Rest in Hell gonna be up next. Saya's up with nothing, no forbearance abilities. All he's got is Shield of Vengeance, self-healing as a Herald. Not the highest dampening ever, only 10% still, as we were only 2 minutes, almost 3 minutes into the match. Stun immediately onto Rest in Hell, Trinkets out. Got him some big damage with the Hunt, try to see if he can connect. Saya does not have a way to stop that damage. with that hunt is going to be able to fully connect. Big dot damage on the side with a full mana. Blade Dance's massive weapon, and Rest in Hell does take him out. With Rick Meister trying not to let Rest in Hell catch up too much, does end up picking up a lot of healing them. Abyssal Gaze, cleaving down the Succubus as well as the Warlock, giving him a lot of that self-healing. Could go for immunity, doesn't mean the stun with eventual trade. Fear still connects, Gaze Bolt right after, not losing too much health, does eat a full Infernal to the face, still has himself an immunity in case he needs to. Rick is gonna knock him back. You're a Drakthir now? I didn't realize this man was Drakthir. I thought it was Void Elf for some reason, because he usually is Void Elf. It's going to be Darkness for a second, as Rest in Hell does not have access to meta here unless he gets I-Beam. Technically does have Cleave. As long as he can go for a stun, Cleave, I-Beam, everything onto Rick, maybe that could be a lot of damage. That's about the best that he's got going on right now. Chaos Bolt right to the face with a Shatter Burn. Doesn't give him even a second. It was just a fast cast that even summons an Overfeed. My goodness, that is a lot with Kai. Going to be second to last over for the team. And there's still 4 competitors over for the team 1, with Saya's team looking fairly stacked. Rick got himself at least a little bit of dot damage onto the pet, but I guess it's gonna get dismissed. Fear onto the Felguard. And as long as Kai can control that Shivar over there, he would be in a good spot. He just needs to get all these pets onto Rick, but Rick I think is just gonna end up focusing down the Felguard. Is gonna get the Chaos Mode proc. He's not playing the Helical or Destra. So he's gonna have to stand there and get a lot of hard casts out of the way to get a lot of the resources. Does slay the main pet, CC onto Kai, lets him at least get some kind of a setup. Rick taking a bit of damage to the face, Mortical onto Kai right after, into a Fear to follow. Just trying to see if he can pound him with back-to-back bolts. It's gonna be over, Pitlord joins in too. Axtos as Kai does pick up a fresh new pet, Fear to follow. Now he's the one in control, landing back-to-back CC. Rick is gonna split the soul of Kai out of his body here, which is going to reduce some of the damage he's going to do. But locked down with that Axtos, with the Tyrant, I think it's over for Rick. Unless he can get away from the pets and start healing massively right now, it's over for this man right here. He does get the Succubus CC for a second, but it's just so many demons, dude. For Kai, as long as he gets the entire demonic army out, Big Bolt 1, Rick tried to equalize the health into another Infernal. Big Bolt 2, is it enough? Hold on, Kai does end up going for a wall here. Is going to be Mortical, but not enough to take him out. With Leah going to be up next. With Rick trying to really turn around, though, actually. Almost did it. Kai is going to go for a port, needs a gateway out of here. Otherwise, he's going to take way too much damage from Leo. Full breath build with the execute. One side, second side with a silence on the Kai. Kai's still alive, though. That is a lot of damage. Shatter at the end. Here. No, it is over. He's going to go for that grippy with Kragar charging. I think getting gripped or charging in. I'm not sure. Or maybe charging a little early. Maybe recognize that. Wait. Kai's still alive. I need to let him get a full game here. But Krager's the last one left. He's got to go through Bird, Leo, as well as Maelkor. So 2 mages, which is not a great matchup for a warrior whatsoever. And a Frost Death Knight who's got plenty of slows, like is the Frost Mage. So it's not going to be easy for Kragar to really get a lot of value. Versus Leo, Massive Demolish does get him super low in that execute range. 1 execute. Second, Mortal Strike might be enough to slay him. Does go for the Trinket, seeing some damage out of Leo. Is he going to be able to do it? Second stun right after, got himself the snowball, bouncing back and forth between the two. Krager still chopping him down with massive executes, but the bleeds do take him out. And Krager just needs to get himself a bit of survivability as Maelkor backing up even more of this arcade damage. Ring of Fire on one side, Ring of Frost on the other, does interrupt him when Frost charges him. And Krager versus Arcade Mage is not going to have an easy time. Shrink it out for Maelkor. I think plays normal blink, right? Tried to go for Ring of Frost, does get to knock Krager back in, Reflected's up, which is going to give you some DR. May have to go for defensive here. That is a lot of damage. A ton of damage. Blocks it just to break out of CC. Still touching the magic. Oh, Krager does go for the parry. It's not enough. Got himself at least a little bit of healing from something. I think a Warlock Hellstone needs more healing from Maelkor. If you can ever catch him. Does get closes the gap for a moment. Interrupt on Arcane. Maelkor can't move anywhere or do much damage. Colossus Smash does go through. But Krager is so far away. Maelkor does blink out of there. Krager needs a little more healing. Does get himself reflect, some damage reduction there. He needs to see something, anything. Big Axe Dodge? Oh, not Axe Dodge. Execute, but it's just not enough, man. Not enough. Sai does pick up 2. Krager trying to hold the fort there, but at the end of the tail end, it's a mage and it's higher dampening. It ain't gonna feel good whatsoever. Well done, well done. Let's get us another going here, boys, yeah? Krager and Leo, let me know when you guys are ready. I will send the group into another matchup. And then we'll do like this, like what we've done over the past few weeks on the EU. We'll do like 2 matches with the same team, and then we'll like switch around. Then back to 2 matches, and then switch around, yeah? So every 2 matches, we're gonna do a complete refresh of the group. I get you in as soon as we get a spot. Alright, are we good? Johnny, need 1. Oh, perfect. Hold on. Actually, a spot did open up. Alright, I got a guy. Invite past my lead, I got Alex. I'm gonna get Alex in on these. Now, we're gonna just have Leo's team play 2 more, because we are gonna switch over here. Try to see if I get Alex in on these. And let me open up an LG real quick in case Alex is gone now. And Blitz, give me a sec, please. Okay, we'll have to open it back up then. All right, if you guys want to join in, we got a group up in LG. Now Alex can't play. He just got in a Blitz. Man's actually getting Qs in Blitz, dude. I can barely get it. I think dude, I might actually be able to get some Qs, hopefully. I can barely get in Qs though, man. My MMR are way too high. Won way too many games and now I literally cannot play. I actually need some losses. Chat, if y'all want to join in, well, welcome to. We got a spot right now. If you guys want to join in. 1 sec. Letting Krager know we need 1 more real quickly. Is Jayhawking on these? We have a lot of mages though. Yeah, we have a lot of mages. We have Bird, Rick. Oh, I guess we could grab him. He is a mage. He is a mage. Hey, wanna join Duels? See if Jay wants to join in real quickly. Otherwise, we got Johnny. Cajun is doing stuff. K-Scare, I think I have him as a... Kadaka I have as a no. K-Scare maybe would want to join in. There was another guy that was joining a couple of nights in a row. I forget what the name was on BNet, dude. I'm really bad with names. Marco or Mariko, I think it was. Pascal, does he want to join in? On Shinoa. Raul Wolf, Zed, he's an Isle of Conquest. Solix. I don't remember who a lot of these people are, actually. There's one that I saw earlier. I think it was in the A or something. It was Advo, but like his name is on Bina is very, very different now. Hey, now how to join? We got a group up right now in LG was. We are in EU today, so if you want to join right now, we're listed on the Molten Core. Can't find 5V5, listed on the Molten Core. Today is EU, tomorrow is NA Duels. So depending on your region, you may be able to see the group or not. What are those two? Does Alpaca join these? I don't know. I'm trying to remember like who's who. I actually cannot remember. But yeah, if you're an EU man, more than welcome to join us. Listed under Molten Core. If you're NA, then yeah, then that's tomorrow. Actually, let me see if Sleep wants to join in. Well, the group is open if you want to join in, though. Hey, wanna join Duels? See if Sleepy Bear is interested in joining some. Sham, dude. Sham is a really good enhancement. I love seeing some enhancement action, too, dude. The Ascendance damages is wild. And that's only gonna get better, because they're just giga juicing anything of, like, their basic combat abilities. They even have to, like, nerf them down a little bit. But that spec is pumping. Alrighty. Well, I was gonna ask. PvE. Let me see if Pascal may want to join in, dude. I'm just asking around. What's the name of the RL, the raid, Molten Core, or raid lead. So we're just listed under Molten, under Molten Core, under raid's legacy. Yeah, just if you type in 5, literally number 5 in the search bar, and hit enter, you should be able to join us really, really quickly. There are RBGs. Okay. Still need a +1 then. What's the white man? I guess I'll ask Solix, or there we go. Tenebres. There we go. Alrighty, we got a group. There we are. Everyone go for the day. Oh yeah, it is Valentine's Day. I forgot about that. Yeah, honestly. I literally forgot about that, man. True. Alright, we're gonna go to what? Hook point? There it is, man. There it is. Yeah, what time is it? I guess it'll depend on the region you're in, but I guess, yeah, for some of the regions on the EU, it's still like, the night is still young. I can't blame anybody for like being out and about doing like IRL stuff, dude, going out on dates, man. I can't blame you, dude. Honestly, that's actually very, very healthy for you. Oh, man. Alrighty. Get you guys another one. Switch. Got ourselves Bird back up over on the team. Actually, never got to play last time, though. Saya, I like that set. That looks pretty good. I feel like it needs the gloves to match the set. Maybe like gloves that match like the pants, or from the same set as the pants. But that looks good as a set. Leo, we got ourselves Rick. We got ourselves Tennis. Yeah, the fact that you Drakthir, I didn't even notice it. But that knockback and Drakthir, you know what? I kind of miss the Glider Drakthir. I got my rogue back to Nightborn. I don't know why I play Nightborn. I just do it for the looks. It's not like Rachel's really good or anything. I kind of want to come back to Drakthir. I actually really, really liked it. I think once I'm done with my Shadowlands achievement stuff, maybe I will. I'll think about it. I was just sending Saya back out first again. Oh, bit of a rematch. You know, Krager and Saya go back and forth with 1v1s with one another. Banner down for Krager really, really early. Saya trying to see if he can just kite out Krager. Just let the Dawn Light, let the dodge from the Herald of the Sun playstyle melt them down. And Krager having to play it defensively really, really early. Reflect up, trying to see if he can catch Saya with a Hodge. Does trade with a Stormbolt. But Saya does end up breaking out of the sun fairly quickly. Their health is very, very even. Actually, Krager picking up a big Mortal Strike there, backing up out of there, still burning down with Dawn Light. If you could go for like a bleed build on Saya, I actually wondered, would a bleed build from a warrior, like a full bleed build, work out better? Saya taking a bit of damage, though, does go for Blessing of Sync with a wall as well. Just trying to see if he can cut away from Krager. Slows him down to an eternity. Is going to hit him with a couple of Dawn Lights. Also get a Dawn Light on himself just for the heal. So Krager finally closes the gap, has himself reflect, will not be able to reflect a Hodge back at him, does put a bleed onto Saya, is going to go for a trinket with a disarmer after. Saya's getting kind of low on health, actually. Hold on a second, it's going to be a bop out of this man, most likely. Lay on hands instead, as Demolish almost goes all the way through. That is unfortunate, but Krager may end up taking quite a bit of damage here. Does try to see if he can back up out. Fear onto Saya, does trinket out of it with a shockwave for a moment. Saya always has the back, the bubble in his back pocket, so I don't really know what he can do. And it looks like Krager might have DC'd halfway through. That is unfortunate, man. How does a warrior fight against a paladin without just like kiting him out the entire time? But also, Herald of the Sun is super tough to fight against. I feel like it's basically just like WAP over on the NA, man. He has to just kite. He has to just run for an eternity. Being tired out, all the pets are stunned by the wake of actions, but the tired is out. Reflect up for Kai, and those pets should hopefully be able to re-engage with Saya. Still has himself a bop, Spell Warden, and a bubble, so he's actually okay. Most likely will have to bubble against all of these pets, because what do you do? Spell Warden, and then that Felguard just absolutely chops right through you. Do you bop and then just get blasted by like all the chaos and fire and magic damage to all these pets? Like, it's not ideal. You would just have to bubble it, and it's going to be a bop. He's trying just to get out of a stun. He can still bubble. I guess maybe he's just going to send both of them instead. And Kai's getting kind of low on health. He's going to jump down on a Warlock Tuki very, very quickly. Does get himself Mortical into Saya with a fear right after. Got himself full lockdown. If he can get the pets there too, he'll be in a great, great spot. Saya maybe looking at potentially having to use up a defensive here, like a big one in just a moment here. Sub down. What's up, Laura? How you doing, my man? You want to join us by chance? You got gear? You want to play? You're more than welcome to if you do. Big axe toss with the pets coming in. All the damage. Oh my goodness. Okay. Hold on a second. Looks like something happened to Cracker's internet, so he might actually not be able to play today. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Okay, we'll have to take over for Team Cracker, but we'll still keep these duels running, though. Hold on a second. Yo, if you guys are in Cracker's chat right now, because he was streaming earlier, if you got him in DMs or anything, send him a message, be like, yo, just tell your homies on, like, Discord or something to join our stream if they want to keep playing for the night, man. So we can get him in here. Big reflect out for Kai. Stun on Josiah. I almost missed that. Good play by Kai. Trying to figure out this whole internet problems with my man Kragar. Oh no. Okay. All right. Kai does get in with the succubus CC for a moment here. Fear out for Rick with bolts back to back. Kai is not going to be in a great spot unless he can go for the Axos to stop those chaos bolts. He's gonna have to go Dark Pact immediately. Got himself a secondary pet with Rick trying to play super aggressive. Chaos Bolt right after. Kai looking for a port. Does get himself a port to dodge the bolt into a Mortical right after. Locking down a full fear. Succubus catches him on that fear, but still able to break out of it either way. With the Tyrant, all the pets empowered. For Kai, this is going to be the most amount of damage. I feel like he just needs to AFK. Rick trying to see if he can lob down some stuns on the man. Big boulder around the corner, and Kai does go down. That is a lot of damage out of left field, taking him out fairly quickly, with VNDK going to be up next. Got himself Ring of Frost, CC in the Succubus very quickly, or Shavara, I think pet, honestly. It's going to be his soul ripped out of his body, less damage though, 25% less damage during that burst, but still got plenty of damage. Rick trying to see if he can wall up and trying to see if he can hunker down for all this Frostfire madness. Big Meteor's dodging that Meteor, I believe, actually, in the end. Looking to get himself a big bolt of chaos right into VNDK's face. Sending out a big Orpheus. That is going to Overlord. That's going to do a lot of damage. And amp up damage onto VNDK. Catches him with the Succubus, though, just to get that breather, just to catch that break really quickly. Trying to go for a fear. Does get interrupted. Bolt. Breath there instead. Looking for a port, maybe? Knocked it back, but it still is a full stun with a Meteor coming down. VNDK got himself plenty of missiles. Looking to see if he can end the duel. Rick needs someone to live. Does go for a port. Bandit is barely keeping up. Shadow Fury does connect. Maybe Succubus can stop him. Mortical, do you have any of those? Succubus catches him for a second. Soulfire, you play with fire. Literally playing with fire. Literally playing with fire. I like the glide you got going on. Mortical does give you a moment here. Fear to follow. This is one chance for you to get some kind of a big play. Trying to get interrupted on bolts, but I think it's over. Yeah, the insta-cast are just so rough, man. Insta-cast so tough to deal with. Oh, no. Leo tried to see if he can swing around the pillar here with VNDK. Does go for the breath, as this is going to be a bit of that AMS for Leo. Trying to see if he can get him to some kind of a setup. Stun, a block. So at least Leo should... I was going to say... For some reason, I thought he was going for a big breath burst there for a second. Never mind. I was almost going to be like disappointed, but I was like, wait a second. No, his cooldowns are on glowing. I was literally just already mentally disappointed with that ice block. I'm like, oh no, Leo not gonna have a setup. Wait, is that a second AMS? How many AMSs do you got? Or is it the cooldown that short? It's gonna be a quick grippy. VNDK just trying to see if he can back up out of there. And Leo, he just doesn't have the angle. He does get the grip. Ah, that is unfortunate. Big silence, but a blink does come through for VNDK. With the root onto Leo. He's trying to see if he can kite this out as best as possible. Big bolts. Oh, this Frostfire bolt hurts so much. Those Instacast bolts are so good. Holy. Oh my, got himself the images. At least he's going to have some DR for the damage. Is going to be another AMS for Leo. Trinket out for VNDK. Trying to go for a stun. Breath to follow. Does catch him. Frostfire bolt. He's going to be able to break out of it. Human racial. Dropping down a dome, trying to see if he can maybe live in the AMZ, if at all possible. More flurries down. Leo's super low on health. He needs someone to live this. He hasn't been able to go for a proper go here so far. Apparently he used breath at some point for a burst, but I just couldn't find it because VNDK just lived all that damage. Holy. Leo does get himself Dark Pact, Death Pact. That's going to give him a little bit of this necrotic down health. He's not going to be able to heal, man. It's going to get stunned up eventually, I think, though. Or no, he avoids it. He avoids the stun. Does get a stun onto VNDK. Holy, hold on. Oh, turn it around to VNDK. But Fire Talks ain't gonna let him return here. Breath right after. I don't know if he's got AMS or anything. Just trying to see if he can waddle away from Fire Talks. He needs a heal right here, right now. He needs something, anything. Oh no, first aid, but he's still dotted. He's still burning to the Fire Mage Mastery. AMS, just pick him up a little bit of runic power. Trying to see if he can get himself a stun combo. He doesn't have the biggest burst. Oh, just exploded at the end. What can you do in that type of a situation? Tenebris is going to try to see if he can get himself a Warlock Gateway set up. With Fire Talks and Rest in Hell going to be the last two left over for the team. To a Ring of Fire up and running. Got himself a little bit of damage. And Tenebris, oh man, it's not going to be easy for this man at all, is it? That is super unfortunate. That is super unfortunate. Fire Talks immediate combustion, either as a proc or just full burst. He does go for the dots. Hold on, getting away in full dots. Hold on, Fire Talks. Unless you block it. Doesn't matter. He just got Meteor. He's got a lot of damage. He is melting. He is taking a lot of damage. Don't get me wrong. Fire Talks' health is taking damage. It's just gonna take a long bit of time before his health really starts to dip low. Couple of bolts, couple instances for Tenebris. Eventually the dots are gonna catch up, but that Meteor just immediately punching down the health bar of Tena is not feeling good whatsoever. Does get a couple of bolts around. The more instant cast you can get, the better, honestly. I feel like you just need to back up, let your dodge do work, get a couple of instants, just live. Just gotta live. Try to juke a kick, so Meteor coming through, and it's gonna be cauterized, combustion, oh! And Tena just backs up out of there with a wall, flame with fire. It could be anyone's game, honestly. Tena does have a dark pack. It's not going to be a lot of a shield because he has to sacrifice his own health bar to use a trinket. Try to go for a kick. Fear to follow. Tena does get the dots. I feel like Tena just going to sit back and just let the dots rot fire. He does have himself the ultra. Has himself ultra still. Or does he? No, just a couple fire blasts takes him. Is there an ultra? No. If there was an ultra, he might have used it really, really early. Bird finally actually gets a chance to play. Frostfire Bolt should be able to take him. With a lance or two, just needs one more. Yeah, there it is. Rest in Hell, last one left over for the team too. 9 minutes to 10 minutes into the match, 52% dampening. I think his actually Rest in Hell is going to be maybe okay. Bird does have 2 immunities, but he's not going to be able to heal much from those. Quick kick on the Frost, that is huge. Gives him an opportunity to have a setup. Ultra is available, does stun him. You technically might be able to take him out if he doesn't use the Ice Block aggressively. Has to use Ice Block aggressively, and Rest in Hell still has plenty of health. He's got himself an immunity as well. Bird is going to have a little bit of this hyperthermia on him, so you won't be able to block instantly. Breath down for a little bit, just try to see if he can create some space away from Rest, who's going to go for a meld. Just trying to buy himself as much time as possible with a quick meta. There's going to be a blink. I lost the track of Bird there for a second. I think Bird is just done. Breath, trinket, kick, it's over. It is over. Invest for a second, it is over. And the team without does end up slaying you and taking it out. Fire Talks picking up too. Well done, well done, well done. I honestly thought that the Affliction Warlock was probably going to win that one with Fire Talks. Because at some point he's got a full dots, UA, Dark Glare, all that. I was like, okay, that's going to be enough to take him down completely. Apparently not. Alrighty boys, let's see if we can get a second group together. Since Kragar, what did he say to me? He said, sorry, у меня интернет отключается постоянно и не смогу сегодня играть. His internet has been cutting off today. Yeah, his internet has been a little shaky this evening. So what I'll do is I'll make a second group. I don't know if we'll be able to do too much of like a reformation of groups. If Kragar and his homies can't really play. But everybody that were in Team Kragar, you guys are more than welcome to join up. Sounds good, friend. All good. Yeah, you guys get in here. We're probably just gonna rotate the team as like we lose bodies as the night goes on, but we're probably gonna do a little bit less of like swaps, maybe. We're gonna get the groups and get them as many games as possible. Mailclerk, get in here. So somebody, I'm gonna need to get somebody who's on my being that friend that wants to lead these. So if you guys want to, like Chaz or Astroni, if any of you want to be leads, all you have to do is update me on how many people you got in your groups and just be present and online in reality so I can queue you against Leo. But yeah, we can do stuff like that. And maybe like we'll do like a couple of matches and then switch up the teams, like take the people that are playing and then mix them around maybe. So we might do kind of what we do over on the NA. But yeah. We need one more for this team and we'll be good to go. I want to see if I can get plus was alignment. That would be easy. But I want to see if I can get somebody who got lead stuff done before. See if Ramar wants to join in. I can be lead if you need. Yeah, that could work out too. I want to see if I can get Ramar because he's done these duels before. Another thing I could do is maybe like have like, because I just need to have somebody on my real ID. So what I could do, I could just add you on real ID, and you could be the lead for the night. All you would need to do is just keep me updated on like, hey, we got 5, we're good to go. Goeris, get in here, dude. I gotta add Goeris, man. This guy's a pretty regular here. Let's do that, yeah. Rest in Hell, I'm gonna see if I can add you on Real ID. Add friend, Battle.net. And I'll send Goeris one, just because Goeris is a regular, man. But yeah, Rest in Hell, I'll just send you a BNet list. BNet friend invite. When you get it, make sure just to put yourself online in LFG. And then anytime like you're missing players, just let me know in a DM. And also just keep me updated like whether the team has 5 and you're good to go, or if you're missing one, because I could join in and then you could pass me lead and I could do the whole group organization. All you have to do is just be online, so I have it here. Yo, your name is Rest in Hell also here? That's so good, man. That's so good. Хорошо, хорошо. Я еще по-русски могу. Давайте, если нужно. Тебе нужно было быть, онлайн. Давай тебе ноту дам. Gonna give him a note too. Rest in Hell DH from 5V5 1V1 Duels. There we go. I understand. Beautiful. Beautiful. Alrighty. English works out, man. English works. I'm not great in Russian, but English will work. Beautiful. All good. Hell yeah. So you just keep me updated. So I'm gonna make a lead, balance, and then we can get another queue going, yeah? So we'll do Rest in Hell. Is it 2 H's? Or 2 L's? Yeah, just Rest in Hell. Okay, cool. We'll do a... What arena do we do? Tolveron? Tolveron will work. Beautiful. Yeah, that's exactly it, man. That's exactly it. You have no idea how helpful that is. Just keep me updated on the groups and stuff. It's super, super helpful. Helps out a ton. Plus, I'm not great with names either, so just seeing the name Rest in Hell, I'm just like, oh, I can easily type that out exactly as it sounds. I am a bit of a dumb guy. I don't know why I have such a hard time with names, though. I have no idea why I have such a hard time with names. No chat? What's up, Solomon? What do you mean, no chat? Hey, yo, what's up, Alex? Yeah, my man. Let me see what your message was. You said, I think I'll do it with that, come in and watch a movie together next week. Sure. Yeah. Always that you won't be able to, but enjoy a movie, man. What movie are you watching? Let's see. Gotta save it. Yo, Ramar, if you want to join, man, you're more than welcome to. You message me? And Rogue's playing? No Rogue's playing, so you'll be the you'll be the only one if you want to bring a rogue. Yeah, no rogues, man. So I think you'll enjoy it. Actually, it's a pretty interesting environment. We're missing one on team Leo, but hopefully we'll get us a +1 after this. Yeah. Alrighty, switch. Science sent it again. Okay, well, this man is a one-man army anyway. Unless Astrani can blast him out here, stun immediately. Try to see if you can just go in for a couple of dot damage just to wake. Not a wake of ashes. Actually, it is a wake of ashes, but a wreck around the corner. Silence out of Astrani with the mind guys we're after is going to go for a bit of damage. She's just standing still, holding ground. Big immunity out of Saya. Astrani may be looking for potential to disperse here. Just trying to see if he can bait a kick. Trying to see if he can just spam holy and bait a kick out of the guy. Got him to the void. He knows the void thing, dude. He knows it, but it looks like it doesn't quite catch him quick enough though. Trying to go for a fear, does not connect. Saya actually read him like a book. Maybe looking for disperse here. Trying not to use disperse. Is going to go for VE together with desperate pair. Just looking to get a very aggressive versus Saya. Got full insanity. Another big void torrent. Saya does not have an immunity against match damage this time around. Most likely going to be laying hands here, I think. And let's be a bubble, lay on hands. Astronic just gotta find a way to trade. Is gonna get interrupted on Shadow. Not a great feeling. Got him some flash of heals. At least he can go for a rune. Trying to see if he can potentially bait out a bubble out of side the trade with a disperse. He might be okay. Needs a fear at some point. He knows he wants to go for a fear. Sai backing up out, knowing there's gonna be a fear at some point. Mind games is helping you live for a little bit though. Hold on, Sai's getting really low. Bubble! Hold on, you can trade with disperse. Hold on a second. Astrani might just have Sai here. I think he might just have him. He won't have a trinket, so you can get locked down easily. You got to be very, very careful. Trying to go for a fear onto Saya. Does go for the sum. Trinket out for Saya. You got to get a silence in order to stop the Hodge, and then go for a fear on a full combo. If you can get a full combo, and then get yourself some distance from Saya, I think you'll be golden. Try to see if you close the gap. Looking for damage. Needs a fear right now. Stun. Wait, actually might just be dead. No. No, he's barely alive. Oh, he's barely alive. Oh, he actually had himself such a good setup too. I feel like if he just got a proper, like a full sphere CC, then ramped up to full burst, because he's got everything out of Saya. He's immune, land hands, and bubble. So he's actually played him so well up until the end. And that's going to be big Ray of Frost out for Chaz, taking him out very quickly. Got a quick shift of power. Chaz at least sniping out a quick kill. But you know what? The Shadow Priest here, man, this sweet prince over here did end up making a lot of that work, a lot of the hard effort to bring Saya to his knees there. He went through so many of his cooldowns. You gotta love how strong Shadow Priests are, man. After seeing that class, that spec specifically, for months, multiple patches, multiple expansions, would be just absolutely hot dog water. In Mythic, not Mythic, I was gonna say Mythic Plus, in 1v1 duels, to see them actually doing really well, it's just, I'm a fan. Chaz just got full CC on the entire army of demons versus Rick, sending out a Frozen Orb. I feel like Frozen Orb should have connected there. I feel like it would have ticked down onto Rick and should have just stayed around, but I guess it just disappears. Just gets sent out. Unfortunate. Is going to be Axos on the Chaz for just a second. Try to see if you can get him some kind of setup. Does drop down Meteor. Rick taking a lot of damage. Does juke out a kick. And that's going to be Chaz with a quick block. That is a lot of demons surrounding him. He's just going to have to wait it out here. Not the worst move, honestly. That is still a lot of demons barraging you. Quick route onto that double Felguard setup. And it's just bouncing out of that. Not a bad move to control the entirety of these demons versus Rick, honestly. Does get himself a blink, looking to close the gap, try to go for a breath, does not connect, has himself the reversal and alter in case he needs to. So you could always just reposition with that reverse blink. Is going to end up saving until later. That is going to be a full new set of Tyrants. All those pets are CC'd. Another Gloomhound around the corner. Those pets are now going to be empowered. Chaz trying to see if he can make some kind of a play. Trying to see if he can end Rick. Does not have the Axos. Hold on. It's the cast. Does he have it? Oh, it does end up exploding in a doom at the very tail end. He was picking up so much damage there for a second, but Rick was able to take it very quickly. Rested Hell up next. Got himself full setup, I-beam, everything available. Absolutely just vanquish, extinguish the Warlock Rick, man. Too bad we're missing one over on the team one. Depending how fast Rested Hell are well played, man, he might just end up going through all of them. That is an entire army of riders out for Leo. Rested Hell just trying to CC him. He realizes it's going to be a lot of damage he's going to take. Unless he goes in for meta, counter offensive, because that leech healing while the metamorphosis is active, not going to be able to benefit from the value of that soul cleave. But still, lots of damage onto Leo. Is going to try to see if he can back out of the AMZ, because this is where Leo likes standing. He's going to still take a lot of damage out of Demon Hunter, but that AMZ is going to reduce a lot of that damage in general. I-beam right after him. And it looks like Rested Hell is kind of losing out on how many defenses he's got to work with. It's going to be a stun. Leo picking up a lot of healing right now. Rested Hell dot damage together with the Hunt is doing enough to force Leo behind the pillar. Maybe look at a potential death pack. Silence under DH. He does have access to some abilities that are technically casts, but a good portion of his actual physical abilities cannot be silenced. Rested Hell super low, so is Leo. It's going to be a AMS, Deathpack right after, Darkness down. Rested Hell needs someone here. He needs I-beam. He needs to find a way to take down Leo very quickly. He just needs some kind of heal. Big I-beam, maybe Blade Dance to Chaos Strike. Just needs a bit more chaos damage. Doesn't have taken it. He doesn't have taken it with Bird being the last one left. I don't know how Rested Hell could fight against it. Try to go for a meld real quickly. Just try to get some damage. Used to back up out of there. If he could find some respite behind the pillar, it might be okay. He needs to play the long game here. He's got himself blur. No immune for a while. Meta in 40 seconds. He got himself a kick. Maybe could build up some healing off of these images, but that's about it. He's got himself leech healing, offensive healing, and that's about all that's keeping him alive right now. He needs to be very careful with Bird. Into an prison. As long as he can CC Bird, he might be okay. Stunned. He knows he's going to end up blinking at him. Is going to have the I-beam for a moment here. Polly does immune it. Is going to charge back in. Interrupt him on Polly. Big damage. Trying to see if he can send Bird behind the pillar. Hold on a second. That's a lot of damage on the Bird. Bird still has a block in case he needs to. Rested Hell can reverse damage back to a Bird with a magic diffuse. I don't know if he'll be able to live that meteor though. That is a lot of damage for a DH to deal with, unless he had a blur, which he actually had one coming up in a handful of seconds. Maybe if you could have had that meta come up just a slightly earlier, there's just not much you can really do in that situation. A Melkor, second to last over for the team too. A Bird is the last one left who has to fight through the team. He might be able to do it. We are only 6 minutes, almost 7 minutes into the match. 34% dampening. He's got to go through Enhancement Shaman and an Arcane Mage. Ultra up for Melkor immediately. Got himself that angle versus Bird. Hits him with a breath. I don't know what it kept you floating up midair though. But it's going to be Ring of Frost. Attempt by Bird. Does not quite connect. Melkor with a poly. Looking to land it. But Bird is going to be able to reposition behind the other side of the pillar. Arcana Sphere? I haven't seen Arcana Sphere in a while, man. What is this? Plunder Storm? Oh my god. Yo, what if they change Arcana Sphere to be the Plunderstorm Arcana Sphere with the what is it, the size and all that, like the empowerment levels, because they are giving monks an empowerment ability. I feel like mages could easily get an empowerment ability. Imagine, dude. Wait, hold on. Do that for all AoE abilities. Do that for Arcana Sphere and do that for maybe like Empower Blizzard, Empower Flame Strike. I feel like that actually would be pretty sick, honestly. So you get like maybe like a dot Flame Strike or like instant cast mode or something. Or like a longer lasting Blizzard. I think Frost Mages would love something like that, man. As long as the tank doesn't move mobs out of it. That would be great. Bird is actually able to force Melkor behind the pillar. Is going to send that Arcana Sphere. Is it going to have the range? Oh, he actually would have had the range. Definitely would have had the range. But Melkor's trying to see if he can use mobility to close his gap. He doesn't necessarily have to stand still to get a lot of his cast spells out. For Bird, he just needs a bit of a setup. So for Melkor, he actually might have the better mobility versus Bird. Catching him in the breath. Knocking. Does not send a full-on Ring of Frost to stun him. Melkor trying to look for a poly. Trying to get stunned up, but still gets to Spike right after. Blocks it. That is a polymorph insta. He breaks out of it immediately. Trying to go for a poly, and he's got a bit of a setup. Trying to spell steal any buffs from Bird, and that's going to be an opportunity for Melkor to return the favor. Bird to return the pressure, maybe looking for a block himself. It's going to be Altar. Oh! Doesn't even matter. Melkor just slammed him down. Well done, well done. Let's get us another one going. Rest of help picking up too, though. Very well done. Rest of hell should take another people to the party or go party one more. No, we should keep going with the same groups. Yeah, we should. Because Krager is gone. Normally, I would do like a remakes every 2 matches, but I think we're just gonna run the groups as we are. And as the night progresses, some players are gonna drop out, so then we'll fill the groups as the people rotate out naturally. I think that's what we'll do. We'll just do it safely, so you guys could get a lot of time to play a bunch of games. Yeah, with Krager and me, usually would have like 2 groups and so many players that would have to rotate to get everybody through. But with Krager being out, let's just, yeah, not rotate the groups as heavily. Like, we'll rotate as people drop out for the night, but yeah, nothing crazy. Johnny needs a +1 real quickly. Yes. Yes. List it up real quickly. Ready? Let's go. Okay, other team needs +1. Johnny's gonna list the group here in a second. If y'all want to join up, well, welcome to it. Here it is. Group is listed on the multi-core over on the EU side of things. If y'all want to join in, more than welcome to, boys. Then get a +1 real quickly. So if y'all looking to join in duels, more than welcome to. Another thing I can do is I can try to see if I can get a +1 for my BNet potentially. Does Azurax want to join in? He's in the queue right now. Cyber? Maybe. Jayhawk, I asked. Actually, is he in already? Is that who Chaz is? Okay, he's already in there. Never mind. Oh, you guys got 5. Beautiful. D-list will be good to go. D-list, there we are. We'll send you guys into a... Should we do another on a grand? Let's do another on a grand. Dude, the Shadow Priest popped off, actually, with Saya. I was so excited about that one. I was actually so excited because it was looking so good. I love how strong the spec is, man. Also, I love how many casters we got, dude. I feel like I get complaints about, like, Dal, there's way too many males, man. Bring in more casters. Here we are. I feel like the complaint is going to be like, man, there's too many mages. Bring in, like, Boomkin. Bring, Shaman. Ellie Shaman in. It's like, we got Goeris. They're basically elemental. I wouldn't describe enhancement as Ray, as melee. Have you seen them? They're melee name only. They have so many Tempests and so many Ascendants wind strikes from a distance. Wild, honestly. Alrighty, boys. Now we got ourselves proper 5 on each one. Hell yeah. Switch. All good, Johnny. All good, man. Bird over for the team 1. Alright, to go. We got us a Saya. Yeah, those gloves, man. I gotta swap them out to match like the pants, maybe. Because otherwise the set looks sweet. I also want to see what your weapon is, but it's hard to tell with the blades on the back, which match the set so well. We got Leo, we got this is Morphin with Rick as well, and it looks like Goeris is going to be first up over for the team 2 up versus Morphin into immediate lasso, tasing the man off the bat as he's going to go for an invis. Probably right after Goeris does take a bit of a lockdown with a full stun. It's going to go for a trick and leap it away as Morphin trying to see if he can lock him down fully. It's going to get interrupted. Big ascent out for Guerrero, but the Poly is just going to see if he can control it. Got him some plenty of damage. Technically, wind strikes are going to be huge, but he's going to try to go for that line inside. Amateur attack the pet instead. Should be able to turn the attention to Morphin. Knows there's going to be an ultra at some point. Unless he can purge it. Does purge it. Morphin could be under a lot of trouble. Guerrero still has a lot of damage ready to go. Dodging the meteor into a wall. Trying to see if he can stop those Polys if at all possible. Morphin able to lock him down, but the amount of damage it's getting thrashed by, it is rough. Rooted by the totem right after, still spamming those polys to get us set up with the Goers, just looking to kite him out, but that earthy elemental, it's gonna add, I guess, a little bit of damage. It's gonna keep Morphin to play at least, stop the invises if he does tell it. No, he has already used great invis then. Never mind. I guess the earthy elemental is there mostly for defensive for Guerreros. Normally, I guess like rogues and stealth use earthy elementals like, oh, okay, that guy ain't catching the re-stealth. But I guess the mage, I guess, is more defensive play. Stun, Morphin does shrink it out of it. Might be kind of low on health. Is going to port back. Ultra Strike still available. Or apparently purged. Or maybe use Ultra. Was that Ultra? Because it looked like it was a displacement as well. That's like the back blink ability where you could go back to the last blink spot that you used. Let's see how you used it. What's up, oh, my man? Go to how you doing, my guy? How you doing, my man? Morphin is going to go for a full reset here. It looks like Goeris is going to do the same thing. Mage foot for mage foot. For Morphin, that's a reset he needs. He's still got himself 2 blocks in case he needs to. But his whole entire opener versus Goeris does not go how you expected. Trying to land a poly. Does get juke. Massive juke for Morphin. Trying to see if he can lock down Goeris, but it's going to be that grounding. It's going to land the stone with a meteor looking for a poly. Does he just continue the pressure? He got himself potentially a decent setup also. He's got himself a big defensive. Goer's just running out just to let a zap or 2 shifting power out for Morphin. And he should be able to get himself a proper stun here very, very soon. Closes the gap with Goer. It's actually doing a decent bit of damage. Lasso stops him in place. Quite a bit of damage though. Brett does connect. Got himself a big meteor into him invis for just a moment. Goer's with yet another sentence. This is where he's just trying to see if he can leverage all that damage. Does force a block out of Morphin. And Goer's just turning the attention onto the pet, the water alley, just beating that thing up. But that entire ascendance is going to get blocked out completely with a poly right after. For Morphin, that was a great turnaround. Great play versus Goer's. Trying to land another stun. Big meteor. Frostfire Bowls doing a decent bit of damage. Actually, the Frostfire Bowls themselves are doing a good bit of damage towards Goeris. He's got himself a bit of that damage up in melee. Big Tempest. Oh! Looks like he got himself a big proc of the Storm Strike. It looks like he's got himself, I think, a Wind Fury procs together with a Storm Strike, because it looked like the mage was like getting kind of low, but you're not getting like Wind Strike ascendance down really, really quickly. But it's just, there's like all those hits came in all at once. I kind of wish, you know what I'm saying? I kind of wish Shamans had the original Doom ones like from Legion. I feel like that damage was really, really nutty. This new Doom ones is okay, but it just feels like it's more like AoE-ish or whatever, right? It doesn't feel like as strong and piercing a target. It's decent. It's great for like more Maelstrom, but it just doesn't feel like it's nearly as impactful. But for Goeris though, it did do the job. It did do the trick. Got himself another Doomans coming back up very, very soon. Ghost Tools as well. And 40 seconds on that ascent. Does have Burrow, does have Grounding Totem. So should be able to deal with these mages fairly easily here. My goodness. As Goer's got himself a little bit of that survivability with the shield. Bird, no look, has a trinket. Unless it's just a UI error on my end. Poly off of that breath, into Frostfire Bolt, got himself a decent setup. Big damage, and yo, Pedro! Oh my god. Yo, can we get an hashtag Coda in chat? I know it says Pedro in chat, but can we do it with Coda, dude? My man! And okay, 100. I don't even know how much I did, but I appreciate you, my guy. Thank you, thank you, thank you. My man, I hope you're doing good. Happy Valentine's Day, by the way. Happy Valentine's Day to the rest of you, by the way. Guerrero's trying to see if he can... Oh, that's a lot of damage. Holy! He does... Oh, grounded. Oh, I was going to say, like, I didn't see an interrupt out of that man. I was like, what is he doing? Not kicking. But poly went off, but he's not polyed. That grounding, though, dude. That grounding. Instant hacks. He's not letting Bird play the game at all. It's actually just bullying. And it's gonna lasso him down. It's absolutely bullying this guy. Oh no! Bird has nowhere to go. He just rooted Sunder, got himself an Ultra on this. Goer ends up purging it. I don't think he's going to be able to. Big Tempest around the corner. Bird is going to reposition. Yeah, he's going to reposition. So Goer didn't have to go anywhere. Bird, your health right now. You don't have a second block. Got himself a setup. Hold on a second. That's an opportunity. Maybe Bird just turns it around. Goer knocks it back. Big Ray of Frost. This may not be enough. Goer just living. Bird had no health whatsoever. Oh no. Ah! One more Tempest and it's over. Big Tempest, it wasn't over, but Lightning Bolt does it. Goeris is just the Mage Slayer, man, with Rick trying not to let Goeris run amok here. He got himself a sentence in about a minute or so. And that's going to be all these pets summoned up for Rick. Does go for the Axe Toss. Goeris is going to go underground on this one. Try to see if he can back up out of it. That's a lot of pets chasing him. He's got to root them. He's got to control these pets. That's a full Tyrant. Wait, whoa. What is happening? Is it Melkor just messing? Or is it Chaz just messing? Okay, I think Chaz is just messing. Oh, I was going to say for a second, what is going on? I think he's just messing around with him. And somebody left on team one. I'm not sure. Hopefully, maybe it's somebody that already played. Might have been one of the mages, actually. As long as nobody just randomly leaves. It looks like Goeris actually lived that entire army of demons there. So, that was a full Tyrant. That was a full play. And Goeris does survive it. Had to burn through a lot of mana, though. But does get himself the water Ellie. The Earth Ellie. I guess the only, I was gonna say, like, why doesn't Shaman have a water Ellie? But I guess that is a mage thing, isn't it? Only during coolness. Big ascent out for Goeris. Reflect up for Rick. I don't think you can actually reflect this wind strikes yet. That's physical damage. That still goes through. Hand to Gul'dan, trying to see if he can rip the body, a soul out of the body of Goeris. Still just get the same double wind strikes back to back. That is a dark back for Rick just to try to see if he can tank up. Shadow Fury does not connect at all. Goeris does get himself a wall. He does get himself a tremor potentially. He could drop it down in case fears are going to be really bad for him. Trying to dodge the Ruination. If he just keep waddling, he'll be just fine. Fear, drop it down a not tremor. Or did it drop a tremor? Or was that, it might have been grounding. Big Tyrant is up and running. Goeris just need to live this. He just got to live these pets. Maybe get a couple instants onto Rick. Does go for a kick. Lasso, he's super low in health. Surrounded by demons. That is a bulwark. It's barely going to be enough. Drop it down. The big axe chopping him down. That Overlord. It is no laughing matter. That thing hurts a ton. Astrani trying to see if he can get on top of Rick here really quickly. Did not go for fear or anything, so he's still got plenty of CC. But for Astrani, the Shadow Priest, he's just got himself plenty of mobility. Stun onto Rick, does get axe tossed. Has PI. May need to trinket this possibly. Or does he not? Yeah, I think he's gotta. Technical reflect up for Rick. You just better not silence yourself. Does go for the silence. Does he have himself the combo? He didn't go for the combo. He did not go for the combo. I would say he was gonna go for the full Void Rift everything. But looks like he's gonna have to play it back a little bit. My goodness, dude. That Overlord does a lot. Alright, what is he putting on Solo Shuffle? Still viable? For Solo Shuffle? Like to queue... I mean, it's the end of the season, so you're probably not gonna get as many quality queues, but yeah, you can still play it. Like, I was able to play until like at least minimum 2400 on my Outlaw. And it's not like I'm really good at it, so yeah. Yeah, solos are fine. I feel like I find better queues for solos right now than splits. At least in my experience. But at least on NA, I feel like the solos are fine. That can be fun too. But it all depends whether you're like super competitive or more casual. But I feel like you can get 2400 casually more than anything in solos. Astrani just surrounded by demons, by the way. My goodness. I just over Amada. Appreciate you, Coda. Thanks so much, man. Mortical. I think for Astrani it might just be lights here. Unless he got some kind of a go. Void Torrent does get himself a setup. I don't know if he can live it though. Got himself a stone onto Rick. Big Ascent. There's going to be Axel stopping your damage. I think it's just over. Rick does take it. That was a tough setup there, man. That was a tough sell. As a Shadow Priest, I feel like if maybe Astrani went in for like really aggressive rifts early on, like Silence or Rift, even if you get an Axe Toss on it, I feel like the more rifts you do, the better it's just going to be for you. But it's a tough situation. Plus, Warlock has a lot more ability than you do, and you just entire time chasing after the Warlock surrounded by pets. Chaz does go for the CC on all those pets very quickly. Reflect out for Rick for a moment. might be in a rough spot as Chaz got a lot of mobility to reconnect. Ray of Frost is moving. Mortal Cold does fly in. Trinket with an interrupt. Does go for the Axos. Blink to get out of it. Overfeed joins in. Lots of damage knocking it back. Dodging the Meteor and Chaz out in the open while those demons chasing after him. He was trying to go for a setup, but I think Rick is the one turning around. Is going to get himself Dreadsuckers and a full Tyrant. Trying to go for Dreadsuckers off of the pet. Tyrant to amp up all those demons. Yeah, if those demons reach Chaz, you might be in trouble. That first aid is gonna help, but that, yeah, Doom proc with that big Overlord or Doom Lord. Oh, that's not gonna feel good. He does root those pets and slow him down in the blizzard. He's still taking huge hits out of those shadow bolts, and those imps are not feeling great either. Even a little bit of that chip away damage is gonna catch up to you little by little. Shaz does go for a full block. Man, it's a tough fight here. You're just surrounded. What do you do in this situation? He's got to find a way to like separate from these demons. Not going to be able to with that Blink, but he does get a trap that neutral reply. Can't even really get any pressure back up to Rick. You do have a second block still. You do have a second block. And 56% dampening, that's not a lot of healing though. Yeah, that is tough. Rick is picking up wins after wins though. Hold on a second. Melkor is going to be up next. Does get himself a barrage. Melkor being more mobility heavy than a Frost Mage. Even though like all mages are very, very mobile heavy at this point. Right, they're all very, very mobile. Even Frostmage, who doesn't even use hard cast that much. But for Melkor being Arcane, he does have that interesting version of mobility where Arcane getting like movement while casting a decent portion of their spells. So maybe he'll have an advantage here. You're just trying to see if you catch up to Rick, and Rick is avoiding him, letting the pets do the majority of the work. Got himself pets join in. Axe Toss, I don't know what interrupted Axe Toss. Maybe it was a poly? Because if you interrupt him on Arcane, that's going to be huge. He can't even kick you or anything. He's going to be a full Tyrant. Does get interrupted on it. Trying to see if he can back up out of it. Using the Dracthyr mobility to glide around the pillar. It's going to be a wall. Trying to get more Dreadsuckers and more pets. I think you just Tyrant. Yep, you just Tyranted. Even if he breaks out a block, reflect up really quickly. Trying to freeze those pets, but most of them don't get frozen. Only like the Gloomhound. You got the Pit Lord. That's not going to help out either. Axtos, I think for Melkor's Lights. Oh my god! Rick! And Rest in Hell is the last one left. The Demon Slayer, Demon Hunter. Charging in, trying to land a kick onto Rick, but looks like maybe a little too aggressive. That is going to be proccing that precog. Dodging the stun. Stun back to Rick. Rick has a port. Rest in Hell is out in the open. The only thing that's really hurting Rest in Hell right now is that high dampening. Not going to let him do a lot of healing. For Rick, he doesn't really need a lot of healing being a Warlock. He's mostly just tanked up and ready to go. But I think he might just take him here. Darkpack barely keeping him alive. Yeah, if he had Mortal Coil, maybe that would have given him some survivability. But that was rough, dude. Rick popped off, though. My goodness. How the hell is the Demon Lock double jumping? Being track theory, you have the ability of glide. So, like, you could jump and then start gliding. So it gives you, like, this double jump. Yeah, it gives you slight extra mobility. Not that much. If you're a Evoker doing the glide thing, that gives you a lot of mobility. But as any non-Evoker Draxier, it gives you slight, but not as much. Not as quick. But it does help, as you saw. Like, he was getting around the pillar very, very effectively. Because he can like jump towards the corner of the pillar and then use a glide to kind of like change direction very, very quickly. So it can be kind of nice. And right now you're seeing Leo just kind of letting Rest in Hell rip fragments of his soul out of his body little by little. And every fragment he gets a little bit of healing out of it, plus leech healing as well. So I think they're both pretty close to health with one another. So it's going to be as even of a match as you can really get it. Rest in Hell is walking into this with actually a lot of cooldowns for Leo. So it's going to be as even of a 1v1 as we can really get. Leo trying to see if he can get himself lots of defenses immediately. Trying to see if he can get himself full stun onto Rest in Hell. Needs to summon up the Riders immediately, I think. He's going to try to grip him. Does get a second stun. Is going to be silenced on the Rest in Hell. Going for the big choppers. Hold on, I think he gets it. Into an AoE fear. Does not stop him. It's going to be Lichborn out of Leo. Taking out Rest in Hell. That was a close one between the two. With 4 for Rick, dude. Yo, Rick. That was insane. That guy is incredible. Demon Warlock's a cheater spec? Maybe, man, maybe. But he's doing pretty good with it. If he is cheating, he's cheating right. Let's get us another one going here, boys. Team, let me know when you guys are ready. Johnny as well as Rest in Hell. If you guys need more bodies, let me know. I'll join your group and I'll set it up for you. Or if you are good, let me know. We'll get another one up and running. But yeah, let me know. Johnny, what are we looking like? Need one? Okay. Johnny, do this for me. Toss it in the LFG so we can get you guys a +1. You did it earlier and you more or less know how to do it. What is that? What is that gift? What is that deathweight gift, dude? It's spazzing. Actually spazzing. Sorry, I need to go. Okay, I can take over. There's only 3 in the group. Okay, so if you were in Team Rest in Hell, I'll make another group. We'll do it like this. So if you were in team with the Demon Hunter, join me. Our group is listed under Molten Core under 5V5 1v1 Duel. I think Johnny's group is also listed, so you can join him to help fill out as well. Otherwise, join me really quickly. Otherwise, join me. So you can just bounce out of that one and get in. I'm a Demon Hunter with a double jump, but summoning pets. Exactly, dude, exactly. That's exactly what you are. Alrighty, Astrani, Krongzu, Chaz, get in here. We got Melkor in. Hey, beautiful. We need a +1 for this group, though. After we get Astrani in. And then we'll be back to back. I will need somebody on my real ID that I can invite here. I want to see if I can get somebody that is a regular that I can invite to the duels. Because Johnny is in on the other team. Unless like Saya wants to dip out and join this group or something. Or Ramaru if you want to join in. That could also work out as well. No rogues playing tonight, friend. Here we go. Oh, Astrani apparently declined. Okay, so we'll still need 2 more then. Can you invite me, please? Stellar? Yeah, I can get you. Here we go. Are you Astrani? Yeah, you are. Okay, cool. So we still need 1 more. Beautiful. Really good, by the way. Oh, Rick? Yeah, Rick is pretty good, man. Rick is pretty good. I was thinking same kind of broken for casters. Yeah, it's pretty good, man. The double jump is pretty good. Definitely pretty good. It's also good for melee too. Like, it's also great if you're playing against a class that has a knockback effect, because let's say you're just getting like flung back by Shaman Thunderstorm, and if you can glide quick enough, you'll just stop that momentum, because glide cancels it and it makes you glide forwards. But it's really, really good, yeah. Because as a rogue, like I was playing directly only for a very short time, but like whenever you play against a class with high mobility, I'm like almost always mid-air, almost always jumping. So a lot of the times when I get like knocked back, I'm just like get flung forward. I don't know why I naturally jump around, even in PvP. Also, do you have the bump? Do you also have the bump? Depends what you mean by the bump. Only one, still not good enough. I think it did pretty good. I think it improved a bunch, man. Alright, so we still need Uno Mas. Does Reynold want to join in? I think I keep asking Reynold, but he never says yes. So I'm gonna skip. Champ Turret I asked earlier. I think I asked Solix earlier too, right? Did I? No, I didn't. Maybe Solix wants to join in. He's in Arathi. Never mind. He's already in his thing. Oh, let's see if Ad wants to join in. Hey, Duels. Get another demonology in here, maybe, so we can have him versus Rick. That could work out. I'll see if he wants to join in. Otherwise, Chaz, can I make you lead? Want to be a lead? Yeah, because Jayhawk, you know how to do these. If you want, I can have you lead. I can knockback. Yeah, knockback is also really good. As Drax here. Oh, that's what you mean. Yeah, the racial is like on a 3-minute cooldown. They have a knockback effect. It's like a frontal knockback. But yeah, sure, beautiful. Okay, so we'll have Jay lead this group. I'll still need a +1, but we'll have Jay lead this. Gabu Luku. Who's Gabu Luku? I don't even know, honestly. Alright, we still need Onomas boys. Onomas will be good to go. Trying to figure out who can invite. Trying to remember who joined these groups usually for them duels. Keep home. Let's see if SKXL wants to join in, maybe. Yeah, I'll ask anyway. Hey, friend, wanna join 5v5 duels? Question mark? Maybe he'll say yeah. When Apotheosis glyph for MOP was insane. Apotheosis will wings knockback. Apotheosis. Mob. Was that a priest? That sounds like a priest thing. Was it? Let me look this up actually. Wow, good for apotheosis. I see. Oh, demonology. Apotheosis is a warlock ability grants warlocks with a demonology specialization with a glyph of demon hunting. It gives warlocks another demonic form besides meta, reducing damage and giving access to other unique abilities. Oh, yeah, the tank form. Yeah, tank form was awesome. Yeah, did it have a knockback? I know it had like a meteor slam, like a leap or something. But did it have a knockback effect? I don't remember. Cyber's Advo ain't joined tonight. Okay. He's playing. Just queuing. Who else could invite, man? Does Cajun want to join in? Oh, he's already doing BGs. Uno Maz then. Does Dipson want to join in? Has Dipson ever joined in? Unless Answer wants to join in. Hold on, actually. Yeah. Hey. Hey, Duels? He was down for it. Yeah, they had a knockback. Yeah, okay, yeah. It's been a second. Check Apotheosis. There's like a wiki on it. Does it have all the abilities? Imbue yourself with demonic energies releasing. There we go. Night mode for this. You guys can see it. Yeah, it didn't work on the other specs. It doesn't show what abilities you got from Dark Apotheosis. It just says Demon Hunting, give you a different version. Oh, Provocation replaces to Soul Shatter. Fury Ward replaces to Twilight Ward. Demonic Search replaces Shadow Bolt. Oh, yeah. It's just some of the abilities you got replaced, man. That's awesome, though. Hell yeah. Alrighty, still new to Romance, though. That's awesome, man. I forgot about that thing. With Mob coming out very, very soon, that's going to be a lot of fun, yeah? I feel like for Mob Classic, dude, I feel like you're going to be missing out unless you're playing Druid or Warlock or like... What is another insane class back in Mob? Monk? Monks are pretty insane. What else was good? It's going to be tail end of the patch though, so I guess Rogues would be pretty good though from the get-go. Warriors were pretty good. I remember them being nuts. BM Hunters early on were really, really good with the Zoo build. Oh, Shaman, yeah, Ascendance. That's version, the different version of Ascendance. It's very similar to what they got now, but like I feel like that one was super impactful. Every button you press just blasted for a ton. Alrighty, we still need Uno Mas. What was the invite, man? What was the invite? Who haven't I messaged actually is a better question. I don't remember if Dipson have a message of this guy before. Hold on, I want to see it. Dipson or 2Ps. No, I don't think I ever messaged that guy. Okay, so I don't know if he's the guy that joins duels or whatnot. I'm not gonna bug him. We're still doing Ramaz boys. If you got any friends that want to join in, well, welcome to Gabu Luku. Hold on, have a message this guy before. Would be not Gabu. What are these names, man? Gabu Luku. He's in Mugambala. No, never messaged him. How do? Every single week I'm like, who is who here, man? You know what I mean? Hey, Jun, wanna join 5v5 Duels? K's joined before. Not gonna ask him, but there's a lot of times I'm like, because I feel very, very embarrassed when I'm just like trying to message like somebody. I'm like, oh wait, hold on, no, that person I never talked to him before. Literally never talked to the person in my life. Well, how do I have him added on real ID? What do I know him from? I can never remember. Literally can remember. Let me, by the way, down hitting 5 for my viewers now every week. Hell yeah, man. Hope you enjoy them. Hope you enjoy them. Alright, who else can I get in here? Panda, I don't know if Panda joins these. Do I know Panda? Because I don't have notes for some of these guys, man. So I can never remember who's who. Panda. Okay, I messaged that man once apparently. And I never heard from him ever again. See if Randall's down. See if the man will be down or not. Alright, otherwise we're just waiting them. Oh man. Unfortunate that Krager's internet crapped out for the evening, man. Super unfortunate. Wasn't Goeris on this team or was he on the other team? Is Goeris on the other team? I think we're missing a guy then. That's another person we can get in on these as well. Or if like a Jurex leaves his dungeon, I can maybe ask him as well. See if Cassie might be down. Can I let one of the other team res if we don't get anyone? I guess we could do that. But I ideally would like to do like proper 5v5 1v1 if we can. But yeah, that is an option. That is generally an option. Yeah, I was trying to see if I can message Kragar before he hopped off for the night. See if we can get him in here. Wait, who? The who? Can one Russian guy be the +1? What do you mean? Ask Kragar? Kragar... Yeah, I was trying to see if I could get in touch with Krager and be like, yo, let your homies know we're still doing groups if they want to join in. But yeah, he went offline before I could message him because we were like mid-game and I was like, okay, I need to message him as soon as possible. Didn't get to. Couldn't do it quick enough. Yeah. Did I mention Sleepy Bear? I did, okay. Yeah, I think you're just queuing up. It's the end of the season. So now would be a pretty good time to, like, if you got your last minute push stuff that you want to do, now would be a good time to do it. There was another person that I had on my VNet earlier. Started with the letter M, but I don't remember where they went. But yeah. I also want to try to see if I can steal one of the, what's it? One of the classic homies, maybe. Lunatic, hold on. I don't know, Lunatic? Dalaran, skoro budu? A, goers. U меня день рождения началось. Oh, с днем рождения, друг. Днем рождения. Goer said he'll be down. He's got a... У меня день рождения началось. Yeah, Goer is celebrating the birthday, but he said he'll be here in a second. I think he means celebrating, but I'm not 100% though. But yeah, we might be able to get Goer seen in a moment too. I'll still keep a lookout if anything, just so we could fill. If anything. Does a package join these? I should go to check real quick. Paka. On Al. Oh no, he has him on Bina, but he doesn't have gear. Okay, cool. So I guess we're waiting until Goeris or a +1. But yeah. Otherwise, we should be hopefully good. Hopefully it won't take too long though, boys. We want to get these groups up and running here as soon as we can. But yeah, as soon as Cracker popped out, I was just like, I knew it was gonna be like, uh-oh, might be a little hard to get groups together. Because usually he does like one half and we could do the other half and we could rotate people around pretty regularly. But as soon as Cracker popped out for the night, imagine all his homies also popped out for the night because it is pretty late over in the RU region. Usually at least. Actually, what time is it in RU? It's like plus 10 hours. Or is it 10 hours? Oh, that'll be 4 a.m. Ah, that'll be real late, actually. Wait, hold on a second. Is it? 4 p.m. my time. That's like what? 2? No, that is still late. Yeah, no, that's pretty late, actually. I'm pretty sure that's still pretty late. Yeah, I'm actually wondering, like, yeah, because normally we do the streams like 2 hours later than normal. Which eventually just start WoW. I started playing back in Cataclysm. Like, mid-cata, late-cata. It took me a second to really, you know, get into WoW. But I'm glad I did. I got to play through Mop. Mop was fun. I got to play through WAD. WAD was horrible. I got to play through Legion. Legion was legendary. But yeah, Mop. Oh no, Cata. I'm a Cata baby. Really sad Cracker left. He's internet, man. What can you do about it, right? I can't do much about it. You try to hang in. I'm just low. All good, man. All good. You'll get it. You'll get it, my guy. Couple more duels. Man, yeah, with Cracker, dude. I love watching Cracker as a warrior just popping off, man. It's super, super fun. I feel like warriors a lot of the times have a... Like, there's classes sometimes that have, like, really tough matchups, but I feel like warriors, like, certain matchups, like, against a paladin, hard to win. Really, really difficult. Mage, also pretty difficult to win against. And some of the other classes, like, against rogues, it could also be a little tough. But, like, watching Cracker to find the will, to find the way to land the victory at the end of the day, it is so awesome, man. I love it, honestly. I love it. I think it's great, man. So the more of that we can see, the merrier, honestly. It's just like, yeah, I'm a big fan because warriors are not necessarily an underdog, but yeah, they just suck because it gave him metamorphosis to Demon Hunter. I don't blame you. I love Legion as an expansion. Oh, Garez, there we go, my man. Alrighty, so this is the group we're gonna keep, and we're gonna run with it for as many games as we can. Alright, Johnny, we're ready. Vlad, there we go. Hell yeah, I got. Is that Goeris actually? Hold on, Vlad. Let me see if I can grab you a note here. Where's the V? Hold on, I could do it through BNet, can't I? Vlad. Vlad. There it is. Set friend note. Here we go. Hell yeah, dude. Hell yeah, I gotcha. Beautiful. We are good to go. I'm gonna make Jayhawk lead and we'll get it up and running. Alrighty, and I need Jayhawk. It's gonna be easier just to go with his character name, right? Alrighty, gonna match. Wait, can I just find it? Here we go. Leo and Chaz Kramer. Chaz Kramer. We'll do Tiger Speak. I will send you guys to a bunch of arenas, bunch of spaces. I'm gonna try to see if we can spam out through as many of these as quickly as we can, man. Yeah. While we got these groups. Oh, Bird switching up to the warrior. That's cool. If you guys want to switch up alts or whatever, more than welcome to, man. More than welcome to. Do our honor get carried over to season 2? Honor should, yeah. Conquest and bloody tokens shouldn't, but honor should, yeah. In previous and every expansion before War Within, honor always carried over. It just never carried from one expansion to another expansion, but within an expansion from season to season, honor used to carry over, and I assume it still will. So definitely cap out on honor, but as many characters as you can, because you'll be able to buy like season 2 sockets immediately, a bunch of season 2 honor gear. That's going to be great for a starter character, just a full set. You'll be good. You'll be good. But yeah, do that as soon as you can. Definitely worth your time. Definitely 100% worth your time, man. Alright, I'm pretty sure I saved that one. I'll be sad if I didn't. Alrighty. Switch. Bird switching over to the warrior. I like it. Hey, the Xander. Hell yeah, dude. Saya, first one, man, out of the cradle. and into the zone, dude, into the Tiger's Peak. Trying to see if he can get himself an opener versus Chaz. But Chaz arcane this time around. Interesting. Normally, we've seen this man play Frostafar, trying not to get interrupted by Saya. Saya immediately going in for the immunity to magic damage. See him burst out of Chaz, instantly causing the man just to AFK. Literally all he can do right now is just AFK alter and try to see if he can get himself a touch of the magic damage. Possibly, potentially, maybe decent bit of setup. Does go for the blink. Do you play Shimmer or normal blink with that? Because you could potentially get stunned up right now. Does go for the stun. Is having to go for a normal trinket. Saya no longer has the magic immunity. Still got himself laying hands. Still got himself plenty of damage. Does go for the Dawn Light with a bit of that self-killing. Mostly trying to see if he can preserve himself when fighting against Chaz. Is just getting kited around. That is the advantage of an Arcane Mage versus a red Pally, though, is the amount of mobility you got. Pally generally have a lot of range to their abilities. Also, you got the NASCAR with a horse. But in terms of mobility, it's definitely limited in comparison to the Mage. Does blink in or alter, having to go for a block, though, not in the best position. Saya trying to see if he can potentially bait the beta kick, possibly. Maybe. At least he's trying. At least definitely give it a go. It's going to be Sai trying to get some damage in. Dawn Light is going to hurt a lot, man. Chaz looking to recover a little bit of health. But maybe looking at potentially maybe a burst combo is getting kind of low on health. He's going to need everything he has in order to live this, because it's going to be constant taking damage. Doesn't really get respite. Might just be execute here. Invest for a second. Living it with a shield. Last second. He needs some kind of a go. Touching the magic. I think it's just desperation at the end. I think it's just desperate act to do as much damage as he can. With a quick cheap shot by Krongza, trying to see if he can get a bubble out of Saya. It's going to be Trinket blind to follow with a Searing Glare. Krongza could just cloak. He's going to back up out of there. Being an Outlaw, he just grapple out, wait and reset. Got himself an evasion so he can stay in. Saya getting cheap shot right after. Krongza just picking up even more damage. Shield of Evidence, killing spree to follow. Shouldn't take too much damage from that spree. Does actually pop the spree from a distance. Stun to Krongza, has a trick in case he needs to, but Saya does not go for the Wake of Ashes combo. This is going to be another advantage for Krongza. He got himself plenty of that range damage. Trying to see if he gets some CDs out of Saya. It's going to be laying hands, but that laying hands is going to burn through those ambushes really quickly. Quick cloak, first aid, full recovery. He knows there's a bubble waiting for him. He just got to play it super safe, and he might be okay. If he can go for a disarm on off of the cheap shot, he might be okay. There goes the disarm. Wake of Ashes might be looking for a bubble. Saya picking up a little bit of healing. Krongza still has plenty of damage though. Stun does break out of it very quickly. Saya's getting super low. At some point, he's gonna have to bubble. He's gonna have to bubble. Because if he is not careful, if he goes for a flash of light, could be kick. Very careful. Gotta be very careful. There's gonna be, oh, not even a bubble. Ended up using a global aggressively and actually had to pay for it. Krongza taking him out. Well done. Yeah, against a rogue, you have to get very careful. Quick gouge onto Leo as he zooms out of there completely. I think Morpho would just try to see if he can close the gap, maybe get himself a better angle just so you can see the duel. Don't blame you guys for wanting to get a closer angle though. Honestly, wait. That looks awesome. I think like one scraggly tooth in that witch costume, it looks the best. Disarm onto Leo. Does go for the grip. Blind grapple still lets him go so far. Oh, but the double grip. Oh no. He just absolutely executed him. That is so tough. Estrada gonna be up next. Yo, Krongza was doing so good. I was like, oh, no way he got out of this scot-free. Another grip. Another grip. That is so tough. We'll let you know, friend. Alright, Sleepy also says he's down to join in, so we might be able to get another shaman in at least. If we lose a body, let me know. I'll let Sleepy know that we got a spot, man. It's going to be an opener by Astrani. Got himself full Void Rift. It's going to be Leo trying to see if he can interrupt a big fade by Astrani. Does go for the Void Elf racial. He could potentially reposition. He may need to immediately silence. Still is able to use so. Grip right after. Maybe look at a disperse potentially here. Does go for a fear onto Leo. Is going to be Ledgeborn to break out of it. He's got himself VE. So he should be able to get a lot of healing as long as he can get some damage onto Leo. Or damage on a rider too would work out as well. He just tried to see if he can catch up to him. I don't know if he'll be able to. Getting slowed down by the Death and Decay. Not feeling that good. Having to slow down and go for flash heals back to back. He does get a stun to Leo, has a human racial for it to break out of it, trinket out for Astrani, looking for mind games, but the DK mobility plus the chain of ice slows. I mean, Astrani already had very limited mobility to begin with, but this Death Knight is not going to let him play the game at all, man. Trying to go for a proper stun. Astrani with the disperse, yeah, seeing that damage is like, you know what? I have to disperse it. This is way too much damage. All those riders, this is a lot of pressure. Fear on all of them, or most of them at least. Looks like one of the DKs, one of the riders doesn't get feared. Mind games, try to see if you can get it. Silence to follow. That is so rough. There's just nothing you can do with Leo taking it. That silence grip, man. There's just nothing that you can do in that situation. Is it Goeris next or is it Melkor? That is just so rough, man. Yeah, Shadow Priest, dude. That's another spec that doesn't have a lot of matchups like a warrior. 1v1 that are great for you. You know, a lot of the times it's like really tough to crawl back for some, but like, yeah, DK just counters it so well. It's kind of like a pally into a warrior. Warrior is not gonna have an easy time with a pally at all. It's just tough. Melkor is gonna be up next, giving Leo a bit of a chance here to catch a breather with a couple of cooldowns. This kind of sounds coming up very, very soon. Honestly, Melkor should just rush him. I feel like against the DK, while the Frost's Sphere is down for 30 seconds, I'd be rushing this guy. That's going to be a lot of damage, and these riders are annoyed. DK probably won't matchup for Shadow Priest. Yeah. Death Knights also don't have a lot of great matchups, because like Death Knights are not great in 1v1s either. Frost DK in particular. Maybe like Unholy could do well, you know, because you could send your pets, send your dots, and just kind of range with glowing shadows, do some damage. Frost DK does not have a lot of easy 1v1 matchups either. But yeah, Shadow Priest into a Frost DK, definitely not the best one. Hell, Unholy wouldn't be great either, just a constant pressure. Just pick up the ice, so you can't even vis him. It's going to be a AMS in order to break away from the Ring of Frost. Does go for immediate silence. Melkor picking up a lot of healing though. He's got ultra, so he's actually okay. Stunned is going to feel bad, but he's going to break out of it very quickly. Second stun with those riders. Melkor could be under a lot of trouble. Might be looking for a block here. Invis in order to dampen some of the damage, but he's still taking... Oh my god! That was through his greater invis. That was through his big DR and damage reduction invis. Goeris just plunged right into the thick of it immediately, looking for a big Tempest, and Leo backing up out of there. He had himself momentum, gripped the Shaman in, tried to send that momentum into him. Was a good bit of damage, but now that he's out, he has to play a little bit more of this kiting spree here. Got himself Chain of Ice, Death and Decays. Goeris trying to see if he can leap. He's got himself a bit of mobility to catch that line of sight, to strike down Leo with that lightning and thunder. Not enough to stay on him the entire time, but a little bit to pressure him and poking him from a distance. Dropping down a totem. I'm not sure which one. Stun totem is going to be silenced, or the Goeris does have a sound of his own with the Remorse Switcher, but that stun totem is going to stop him. Leo dropping down a dome, does have AMS. Also has a death pact in case he needs to. It looks like he... Did you spell steal or did you get knocked? I think he got knocked, right? Oh, why am I looking at Saya? He got knocked, I'm pretty sure, right? Pretty sure. I can't really tell. But Goeris should be able to get a bit of damage towards Leo, trying to catch up a little bit of healing. Leo does have Frost's Fury and a lot of damage in 10 seconds. Goeris better be very careful. He does have underground. He can go underground here. He has Ascend, but he'll be very limited on what he could really do versus Leo. He's got to be very careful. Ascend on the blind with a stun. Leo's going to have a double stun into Goeris. It's going to knock back the riders. Second stun right after. Silence to follow. You actually can do some damage while silence. Big thunder, but Leo does end up taking it. The Frost DK had to play a little bit of a longer game, but does slay 4. He does take back 4 kills back to back. That is rough, man. That is rough. I feel like Frost DK either like hard counters some classes, like in the case of Shadow Priest, or like has a rough time. Both Johnny and Jay, let me know when you guys are ready. We'll get another one going. We'll get as many games as we can with the groups we got. Or if you lose a body, let me know, because Sham Sleepy Bear also wants to join in. If you guys got a spot. But let me know when you guys are good, so I can queue you up again. Let me message Jay. Here we go. Message Jay really quickly. Man, how do you not have 1K views? I don't know, man. I don't know. I have no idea. We good? Beautiful. We got 5? Okay, we'll send you guys in. We'll send you guys in. Oh, kind of bad design, hard counter, no chances. The game is not designed for 1v1, so like technically you can give Blizzard like kind of a pass, because the game isn't designed for 1v1s. The game is designed for 3v3s. Or at least when it comes to PvP, they tune classes based on 3v3. They do that because that's where you can get the best of the best rewards, which is like the gladiator mount. And I guess they try to design him a little bit with like zonal, positional stuff in mind from RBG perspective, right? Like giving classes the ability to like zone others out. It started 2019. Was it 20? Because I've been doing videos since like I started a mop and we were doing 5v5 1v1 duels in WoD. And then I took a break after a bit, and then we started them back up in Legion. And then we figured out what pacing. Yeah, it's been a bit, man. And for much harder to reach my account. Okay, fast lane, all good, man. Hope they have 1v1 rated arena. Yo, if they add 1v1 rated arena, that you can even spectate and they tune classes separately in that 1v1 rated arena, that'd be sick. Not gonna lie, that would be sick as hell. I would love it, dude. I would just watch people duel or compete as well. That'd be awesome too. Which, how cool would that be, man? Third over for the team one, ready to go. We got ourselves Saya, Leo, Morph are gonna be first up, trying to see if he can go for a breath. Kronks to break it out of the CC very quickly. Vanish right after, just to stay super aggressive versus Morphin. Morphin might be in a bit of trouble, does get himself a bit of a recovery, but this rogue is just relentless, not giving Morphin a breather here, forcing him into a block, forcing him into a bit of a stalemate, and Kronks just still taking all that momentum right into the water elemental, not giving Morphin a chance here. Try to go for a kick, does get a juke it. There's gonna be a cloak of shadows. Morphin needs something, just blocked, so they're kind of limited. Still hypothermia active. It's gonna land a polymorph onto Croxer, finally landing some CC. Blind out of the rogue as he just goes in with a kidney shot. Morphin might be done for the count here, unless they have something. No, the rogue is relentless, locking him down, stabbing with his ambushes back to back. Saya trying to see if he can get an upper hand onto Croxer. Last time, Sai did walk into Kronxu. Kronxu wasn't able to take him down, but it was an effort, that's for sure. Sad, Kronxu caught a full re-stealth. It's gonna be a tough matchup. I don't think Red Pally is an easy matchup for an Outlook at all. Trinket out of Saya with a blind searing glare. Kronxu just having to vanish out and back up out of there. He does have a download on him, so he's always gonna have that ticking dot on him for a good bit of time. Might be able to go for like a gouge onto Saya. Looks like that's what he was trying to go for. But he needs a little bit of time. Stun, nothing you can do about it. Saya looking to punish the rogue here. Doesn't have a Wake of Ashes for this one though. Gouge for a second as Kronxu double grappling to get us so far out. Waited out the dawn light. Well, at least almost waited out the full dawn light. Sitting down for food. That is a lot of recovery right now. If Saya doesn't chase him right here, right now, that rogue is recovering. Yeah, that rogue is recovering. Cheap shot, he's in a spot where he could potentially pick up the eye. Bob is gonna grab the eye and chase after the rogue. Yeah, that's exactly what's gonna happen. He bombs himself so he's immune from rogue and is gonna pick up the eye so he can chase him. Krogza can't respond. He can't do anything. Evasion up, stun. Krosai still has wings for a short moment here. So he's got a lot of damage on the Krogza. Does go for a quick disarm. Evasion's still active. And Krogza needs to get himself a little bit of damage here. Saya cannot really get in a long stun with a blessing of Saint. Oh! He threw a hammer and looks at Kronks who was trying to juke out, but the hammer still caught him. That is rough. That was so dirty, man. The bop into pick up the eye so the rogue can't catch a reset. That is nasty. I mean, it's effective, but man, is it nasty. Because rogue can't respond and he can't fade away with the vanish. That is nasty, though. Pally's, man. You know why it's nasty? It's because you use an immunity, so you can't even respond. You can't do anything. You're just immune, and you literally can't vanish away or anything. It's just actual absolute checkmate. All you can do is maybe run and hope you can hide. That's all you can do. Oh man. Remember when Outlaw used to be bad in PvP? Yeah, dude, Outlaw has had a hell of a run. I'm glad where we are right now. We're in a pretty good spot, but man, we had some down times for a good bit, man, too. Melkor getting super low, actually. Might be looking for a block. Saya able to pressure him pretty easily with the regenerate and just full recovery. The ice block for mages doesn't feel like it's as effective as it used to be, man. Did they nerf it at some point? They must have. And look at those hammers flying by Saya. Not giving Melkor much of a breather here. Might be in a bit of a weird spot. Ultra is available so he can recover, but where Saya's at, he is kind of camping out that ultra spot, dude. He knows he's just gonna camp it as best as he can. Melkor could reposition, but looks like he's gonna cancel instead. And that's going to be a stun around the corner. Does have a blink to break out of it really quickly. Technically, Shrink is still available. Poly, but the downline is just melting right now. Do have a shield to at least stop the bleeding for a bit. But, I mean, it's going to burn through a shield very, very quickly. Got himself a second shield with the AoE. But Sai is just going to be able to hammer right through that very, very quickly. Melkor trying to see if he can pick up a bit of damage. But your survivability is on a desperate, dire spot, my friend. Next stun could be very, very deadly. Got yourself shooting power while moving. So maybe you can get yourself at least a shield or two. You are going to have a go versus Saya, I think, at some point. Does have a blink instantly for that one. He's got himself alter. I think he might have to alter to get close to Saya and then go for a breath setup and just have a go. Otherwise, I feel like you're just going to end up running away from Saya the entire match. Unless you can sit down for some mage food. Yeah, it's going to be rough. It's going to be rough. Saya's on full health. He's not going to let you escape, but I think you're going to have to at some point find a way to counter him. Wake of Ashes, does it connect? It does connect with the Dawn Light and those hammers flying into. Oh, man. If they add a 1v1 PvP mode arena, I'll never leave WoW. Bro, for real, if they add a 1v1 and the tune classes so you can actually have a more or less a fair 1v1 match, I'd be cool. I think people would just do that. Add rating to it and rewards on top of it, bro. People would just skew 1v1s. You don't need a healer. You don't need a team. You don't need to wait for like healers to queue up for a solo. You just queue up and you're good to go. And you're 1v1ing. It'd be wild, man. It'd be actually wild. Melkor does get himself a bit of a reposition versus Saya, dropping down a Ring of Frost, but should be able to sit down for maybe a tick of food or two. At least he's starting to recover health little by little, so that's good for him. Melkor might actually be able to bring it back. Hold on a second. He's got himself at least a chance here. Arcana Sphere to knock Saya back if he gets too close. Is end up dodging the Arcana Sphere either way. Does get himself a bit of a vacation. Got himself a blink. Could potentially have himself a go. Knocking Saya back. Needs to be very, very careful, and at some point needs to have a proper go versus Saya. He has to. Touch of the Magi, a little bit of damage, but Saya's got so much damage back to Melkor. Yeah, that is tough, man. That is tough. And that's going to be Goer's up next. 6 minutes, 29 seconds. Saya's still holding on to a bubble and a lay on hands. He's got Spell Warden or Blessing of Protection coming back very, very soon. So he's going to have some defenses here. Goer's trying to see if he can lock down Saya. Unless he can move those totems, maybe he can kite Saya back to the stun totem. Won't be able to. Saya got him some Wake of Ashes. Looking to drop down damage onto Goer's. Goer's, if you can pull Saya away from the pillar, you might be able to go for a proper ascendance here. Maybe. Just absolutely pummel him down. If you can land a kick on a Saya cast too, that'd be massive. But trying to catch a kick on a pally, she's gonna try not to let you. Saya's very, very good at like trying to juke this, trying not to give the enemy even a chance to kick a cast. But also he's really good at like warrior reflex and stuff. He's really good at not getting reflected a stump back on himself. It only happens rarely. Get a stun to Goer, sending him flying. So Saya can't really get a setup off of this. Goer's got himself a bit of damage. He feels that Saya is going to stay in and get up in melee. Full wreck. Everything is available. Goer's could potentially just have a proper go with Ascend. Massive damage doesn't mean Ascend. Oh, the damage. He's forcing out hands out of Saya, dude. Those wind strikes are actually doing so much there. That is so good. And Goer's got himself Bulwark, big Ascend. Saya's going to have to bubble it. That or bop it. Bubble. There goes the bubble. Yeah. Actually, would Bob stop the wind strikes because it's nature damage, but it's technically a physical attack. Even though it's at range, I think it still bypasses it maybe. Knocking him up in the air. Big Tempest off of that. Saya getting kind of low. He doesn't have any WoW outs. Lasso, Trinket to fall and try to go for a Hex, but no, the big hammer comes down either way. With Astrani going in full Void Torrent. Saya should have Spell Warden. Yeah, going back up. With a Regenerate. Oh my god. They didn't nerf the Regenerate by 50%. But they did give you an opportunity to actually be able to heal even if you're dotted. Stun onto Astrani, does go for a Trinket, trying to see if he can end Saya right here, right now. He might be able to. At this point, Saya is left with not a lot to really work with. Silence onto the Paladino. Does have himself the pet around the corner. Doesn't that pet do more damage when Saya is low? So actually that pet, I think, is ramping up his damage little by little. It's going to be a full root. No outs. Astrani, if you got yourself another big Void Torrent, I think the Torrent might do it. There goes the Torrent. And Saya, I think, is just done. Consumed by the Void. Nothing he can do about it. Astrani taking him, but Rick is going to be up next, though. Charging in very aggressively. Is going to go for an Axe Toss immediately. Shadow Crash does connect. Mortal Coil onto Astrani, but no longer has a Trinket. Is going to be a quick Reflect. Astrani trying to close the gap. He can go for a Fear. That'd be huge for him, too. It's going to be Rick backing up out of there completely. And look at that Rick, dude. Look at that glide. It just allows you to get over this, like, pillar where most classes are over the platform. Where most classes can't even jump back up. He can. Does go for the fear on those pass. Doesn't quite connect with Rick. Does go for a silence. He's going to have to go for disperse at some point, though. Trying to see if he can put some pressure onto Rick. Rick backing up out of there. He has a full health bar while Astrani kind of lowish on health. Does go for a Void Torrent. If you can go for a couple of DPs, Mind Games is going to be helpful. He's got Disperse in case he needs to. Just needs to send in more DPs to buff up that Rift. He might just be looking to Disperse right now. No! Actually, Disperse. There's no shot you can predict it. No shot you can predict the big Overlord spawning in just to axe you like that. Oh, that is rough. That Overlord does a lot of damage. That single axe hit is a lot. Rick just glided out of a stun? Actually cheating. Actually cheating. I didn't know you could get stunned and just keep gliding forward. He literally glided out of a stun, out of a meteor. Wall on the soft? I don't know. Do you have enough defenses versus Chaz here as the mage just pelting you with everything he's got? You do have Chaos Mother. All those demons on force to block? Hold on a second. There's no shot Rick wins, right? There's no way. He's just gonna drain from the water. Ellie doesn't really give him a lot of health. Axe toss before Chaz can even get a setup. Hold on a second. Is Rick actually? Rick is insane. Oh my. Rick is actually insane. I know Saya picked up 3, but man. I know Saya, you did really, really good, but Rick pulled off some plays there, dude. Pulled off some plays. Let's get us another one going. Jay and Johnny, let me know when you guys are ready. Or if you need more bodies, because we do have Sleepy Bear on standby. I'm gonna get you guys more up in here as well. Yeah, I do remember Outlaw. What's up, Jake? How you doing, man? Yeah, Outlaw used to be trash PvP, man. Need one? I'll list. We got a spot. Got a spot. They are listed under Molten Core in Raid Finder. I don't know if you'll be able to join in, but yeah, we got a spot if you guys want to join in. They're listed, they're looking. I let Sleepy Bear know, so you should be able to join, you guys. He has joined through LFG before, so you should be able to see the group pretty easily. Jay, I don't know if I'll need to message Jay. I'll just message Jay real quick. Let me know how the group is. Let me know how it is doing, friend. If we need more or if they are 5 and ready. Here we go. I'm also letting Sleepy Bear know I can invite him directly if need be. Ready? Okay, Jay's group is still good to go. So we just need to get +1 over for this team and we'll be solid. It looks like they got a +1. They got my boy Sleepy in there. We'll find out in a moment. We'll find out in a second here. Beautiful. I'm gonna send you guys into, what's a good arena? Dalaran Sewers, maybe? Have one SP want to join in, keep the spot until I get answered by him. Well, we filled now, but next time, let Johnny know, hey, I got a friend. And he'll wait. Yeah, next time, if you let Johnny know, hey, I got a buddy. He could join in, give me a second. He'll wait. But yeah. Yeah, you would have to just let him know in party chat because you guys are in the same group. I've done levels 43 to 68 and 3-4-ish. I was in Kato, Fire Mage, having a blast. Bro, I need to just finish leveling my Druid. I'm like in the close to 80. I just need to grind dungeons. I haven't done that at all for Kata. I feel like I should, just because the mob should be fun. But like, I don't know, man. Maybe that's what I should do. I'll need to remember to actually play my Druid in Kata. I remember how like Kato was rolling around. I was like, dude, this is the expansion that I played in. That's the expansion that I started. I want to get a Druid, and I was actually leveling one, and then I just stopped. I got really, really bad with that. Real bad with that. But yeah, that's awesome. Glad you're having fun. Because classes in Kata really are different, dude. Boomkin on Kata is very different than on live. It's actually kind of wild. It's a little jarring too, but like in a good way. It's different. Which? Gotta sell Bird. Dude, has Bird got a chance to play so far? I hope this man will actually get a proper chance to play tonight. We got Saya, we got Leo, we got us as a Rick. Did Rick pulling off the moves with Sham. Oh, enjoy the noon. Hell yeah. Go Eris. a bit of a rematch versus him and Leo. I think last time Leo won, but Goers, this is an opportunity to shine right now. AMS up for Leo, does land a stun into Goers, not going in for full damage. Goers actually forced to use a trinket and a wall, silenced by Leo. Seeing the damage of Goers, respects the Doom wins. Seeing the wind shift, he's just gonna take it easy and let the weather pass over, let the storms pass by, then he's gonna come out back into the I was gonna say sunshine, but we were just in a dank sewer cave under the Dalaran city, so no sunlight here. There's some torches, you know, for as poorly as this, for a sewer, it's actually very, very lit, but like you're not really. Maybe through a sewer grate, you might be able to catch a glimpse of maybe a sun shaft or something, but that's really about it. There's going to be a full stun. Guerrero's got himself bulwark, leaping out of the way, but he's got himself full ascent. Actually kind of needs line of sight of Leo. So without grip, he's actually in a better spot. Sunder, Ascendus is down, silence for a second, but has a full bar of mana. Should be able to get a lot of healing. He got so low in health for a second. Needs a little bit more healing though. He needs a heal. Oh, he's got so low for a moment there. Just for a frame, he's got super, super low. And then he was able to heal up. But that's tough, man. Against the Frost DK, it is really, really tough. Especially with all cooldowns ready. Astrani does get gripped up. And it's going to be immediate chain of ice by the DK. He knows he can control the Shadow Priest pretty easily. That is his one big advantage here, is the fact that you can just go for the full control with Chain and Death and Decay. For Astrani, it's not going to be easy to catch up. Having to walk through Death and Decay too, especially with that D&D slow. Not feeling great either. While he's got a shield though, it looks like he's able to deny the D&D slow. Does get a rift. If he can go for instant cast through that rift, he'll be golden. AMS down. He's got himself fade for a second, trying to get a cast off for 2. Is going to be a stun. Maybe looking for a disperse. Yeah, there goes the disperse. At least the rift did do quite a bit of damage. Silence off of the disperse, but should be able to come out. Fear, Lichborn, trying to get some cast, getting interrupted, but at least he's got himself a bit of CC. What you can also do is silence Leo, because he's actually a good portion of his offensive and defensive abilities are technically spellcast. So when you go for a silence, he can't interrupt you. He can do a lot of things actually. Rift is going to be a stun. Does have a trinket. AMS is down for Leo for a second. Astrani just got a lift. He's got BE. He just need to dump a bunch of DPs into Leo and he might be okay. Mind Games, try to see if he can get it up and running. Got himself a little bit of healing. Fear, finally able to get a proper cast in. He just needs instants. Dark Ascension, huge. If you silence him, that'll actually be golden. Leo does go for a death pack, gripping right back in. He's got a little bit of health to work with. Silence onto Astrani is in a bit of trouble. Got himself the Void Erasure to back up out of there. If you silence Leo, that's actually going to help you a ton. Land those silences. AMS down for a second. He's got himself the rift for a moment. Astrani just got to live for a little bit here. He doesn't have a lot to work with. Into the stun. He's got damage on a Leo, but he's super, super low too. Oh, it was actually so close. As both Leo and Astrani were both super low, but Krongs is just going to pistol Leo that man down. Being oh, I like your wax too. That looks great. The fact that it goes in your back looks awesome. Being a rogue is a scoundrel. Dodging the stun by Rick. But yeah, was not going to let Leo do much. Axe does dodge by evasion. This man is a monster. Not letting Rick get any kind of opener. Is going to go for a port. Grapples over to him. Killing Spirit after. Does go for the gateway vanish. Lands a kick. Not going to let him cast anything at all though. Mortical is going to trinket out of it immediately. With a axe by the side ped. Does go for a cheap. Is going to have his soul ripped out of his body. Vanish just to dodge that cast. It is going to be Gloomhound with a wall. That's everything available. Does Sheep Shadow for a second. This is where Kronks actually got so much damage. If you got another killing spree, it just might be over for Rick. Actually, over for Rick. Does go for the Warlock Hellstone just to get himself a bit more healing. Kronks, if you got any CC, super low on health. Both are very, very low. Kronks are barely in health. Does go for the Vanish. Needs a little bit of survivability. Pick it up a little bit. Oh, a little bit of Sipica, but the Doom. Curse of Doom does end up exploding on him. That is tough, man. That is very, very rough. Man. Oh, okay. Okay, so Goaris is done for the night. Okay, cool. I'll need to message him here really quick, but I don't have my Russian keyboard out. I'll message him. Goaris, if you're in here in chat, thanks for popping in, man. Appreciate you, but he's done for the night. And this might be actually the last one for the night. Look at the time. Look at the clock. Malachor knocking. Did Malachor go for a knockback? Is that what I saw, or is that Rick just gating? Because it looked like a bunch of things went flying in all directions. Rick is trying to see if he can get some dots to Doom off of that pet. Actually, not the worst, because that could spawn in a Doom Lord for you. Melkor trying to lock down Rick if at all possible. He's got the cast of Frostbolts with a bunch of flurries, just so ripped out of his body for a second. Still got plenty. He does have a knockback. I was going to say Rick goes for a gateway that time, trying to go for a Tyrant. Actually, I think Tyrant play might have been really, really good. Rick could be under a lot of trouble. Does go for a breath, stun, meteor, everything. Ray of Frost is still alive, but barely hanging on, trying to go for a cast. And a gold dance, he needs something, but I think it's over. Yeah, Melkor does end up forcing a lot out of him. Stormbolt blinks it, immediate block. Bird, try to see if you have himself a play. Azanam's warrior backing up out of there, though. That is rough. Rogue did the rogue thing. Rogue did do the rogue thing. That is a classic rogue, though. A scoundrel that takes you out while you're low? I mean, come on, man. It's a classic rogue move. Is it fun? No. Is it fair? Not always. Wait, did Melkor have his Frostbomb? That thing did a lot of damage, actually. Bird reflected the Frostbomb. Melkor took a good hit out of that. Wait a second. Wait a second. Do warriors still have that one talent where, like, when they reflect the thing that deals more damage? Because if it is like 150% more damage or something, because that could be nuts. That could be a really good trinket. And this is where Bird is just trying to see if he can avoid getting stunned. Dropping down the manor. Melkor not even focusing on the banner, and Bird is going to walk in full parry up and everything available. Melkor trying to be very careful with his cast. Does get himself enough range, and Bird does not have a lot of ways to close the gap anymore. He still got the banner, which he had the banner, which Melkor was not going to focus down on at all. He's just going to try to see if he can cut out Bird, slow him down, really just limit his mobility. But Bird better be very, very careful. He needs to be very... I think he needs to mount up. So, because if he can mount up and get up close to Melkor, force him to blink. Because now that you charge, he's got a blink. He's got himself alter time. He can reverse blink as well. Got himself big Ray of Frost. You can't catch up to him at all. And now he's got himself a different position. Leaping in. He's got to get bleeds on the guy or something. Melkor does go for the blink. Super, super low on health. Bird picked up a huge hit there. Got himself defensive stance. But he's still getting pelted though. That is so tough. He at least got himself a decent position. Stun. Melkor does he go for the blink. Bird had no health, picking up a little bit of healing last second. He does have a Warlock House, and you gotta remember that you have that. Rally Cry is also available. Blankstorm counters that stun, which is so perfect. Melkor got himself plenty of range. The Bird super low on health. Reflect for a second. Melkor's trying to be very careful with the Reflect, but it still might go down. Bird just needs one good hit. Fear to follow. It's gonna be regenerate, trying to catch up a bit of healing. Stun. Oh no, they both got each other. No shot. No way. That was so good. Is Sham next? Actually, hold on. After this, I want to see if you can remake the groups and keep going for a little longer. Is Sham next? Because I feel like Sham... Yo, let Sham go, man. Let Sham play. Saya, I don't know if he's waiting on you. But yeah, let Sham play, man. Because this man has not got to play chance to play so far. If this is possibly our just last one for the night, I will at least give Sham a proper chance, man. Proper duel. Even a single one. Dropping down a totem is going to be stunned to Chaz unless Chaz backs out of it. Sham is just rooted over there, so all they can do is just CC one another. Got him some primordial setup, maybe going to be big damage. Ring of Frost stopping him. Is going to go for a trinket. Stun out of a Chaz. Unless Sham pre-wazes, that's a lot of damage with a big Ray of Frost. That's a lot of damage onto the Shaman. Bulwark with a wall, looking to maybe see if that'll be enough to keep him alive here. Leaping right after Chaz, but gets knocked immediately. Tempest from a distance, doing a lot of damage. Sham realizes he's not in a great position, is gonna dip onto the platform as his wall is about to run out. No more Bulwark, no more wall, and Chaz I think has the advantage, trying to see if he can leap to close the gap. Chaz is able to slow him down, try to go for a kick, does not quite connect. Grounding totem? No, it was some other totem. But Chaz now kind of up in melee with Sham, trying to see if he can knock him back. Is that going to be enough though? Frostbomb, do you have a stun? He's trying to see if he can land a stun. Meteor, everything. Oh, this is all of it. Sham still has a lot of health. Not a lot after that big shatter. Chaz could potentially go for a block here. May just need to as the Shaman try to see if he can close the gap. There goes the block. Yeah, Sham able to at least recover here. He's got himself a breather. Chaz also got a breather, but he's got to find a way out of this situation. Could go for the breath. He doesn't have a stun for a while. Maybe breath meteor. Breath meteor poly. Frostbomb. He's setting up something. You could possibly go for meteor with a flurry and just have a go. Another poly is going to be Frostbomb activating, and Chaz not in a great spot. Full doom wins for Sham, taking him out. Yeah, if you can't get away from a Shaman, he's just going to tear you up. Leo with 2, picking up those. Melkor with 2 as well. Well done, Bird and Melkor. Them getting that cross kill was excellent, dude. That was awesome. I love that. Hell yeah. Alrighty. Let me see if I can write to Goers real quick. I don't know if he knows English, but Wait. Here we go. Here we go. Yeah, the Russian keyboard, like, I have to use this online keyboard where I type in my English keyboard and it spits out to me Russian letters. But there's like a keyboard layout that I can see, right? Which is what like a Russian keyboard layout would look like. We'll try to see if we can open up the group. We'll give it like 5 more minutes. We got a spot though if you guys want to join us. We'll give it like 5 if you don't get 5. If you don't get a +1 while waiting, we'll probably call it. Otherwise, we're going to try to see if we can get a +1. So groups are up. If you all want to join in, more than welcome to. We got a spot right now. Rogue, yeah. If you're 46 plus, it should be like an hour or two to get to 81 by AFK. And skulls are questing all necessary requests. I was thinking to spam dungeons. Are dungeons not effective for leveling? I was just thinking to spam random queue dungeons to level up. Maybe as a boomkin or probably as a boomkin. Just because I was thinking maybe like resto. I don't really know resto and classic. I'm assuming like Healy and tank probably is pretty easy, but yeah. I do remember like having a weird time with aggro. Last time I tried to level during classic, at least in Wrath dungeons, I was like, nah, maybe I should wait. Because I know some classes really pop online once they get higher level. If you have agility, you get solo halls of lightning at level 80, you get 1 to 82 in the battle hour from soloing. Does actually just spam run solos? Interesting. Yeah, I don't know. I don't even know what kind of gear I have on that character, to be honest. Guessing dummy fast with a 50% bonus. Hey, what about dungeons though? Are dungeons not as good? Just questing instead? Yeah, I might just have to at some point give it a try. I was thinking just do something like AFK basically and on, but questing would have to be a little more involved. Picking up quests, running from A to B, whatever, you know that. I need to give it a try. You know what? If I actually really get that hankering for like, okay, leveling a character in prep for mob, then maybe I'll do it. Well, I'm clearing all the mobs in dungeons since it's like 80% mob, 20% completion XP. Oh, is it actually? Is it actually still? Oh man, that's a bummer. Yeah, what I might need to do if I do start leveling, I might just need to run a dungeon, see how fast that is, and then figure out from there. But yeah, I was thinking they would just change it up though. 20% for completion, 80% mob XP. Damn. Okay, well I might need to think of something then. Yeah, maybe there's like some kind of like a efficient questing path or something. I just want to do it without like thinking and mostly AFK through it. 8385 is a slog though, even with XP buff. Yeah, I found someone. Hell yeah, man, send him my way. I think. Okay, cool. Yeah, we have the group listed under Molten Core. We'll probably give it like one more maybe, because it is getting late on the EU. But yeah, send him my way. We're listed under Molten Core 5V5 1V1. Yeah, I do remember like Kata leveling 83, 85. I remember that being really slow back in the day. That's why I didn't have a lot of ults, because I was like, man, this quest is taking forever. Because I remember leveling my first character, and like this was after all the XP switches and stuff like that in Kata. I remember like the vanilla, like I felt like leveling through vanilla, through TBC, through Wrath, it was like, oh, it slows down at some point, like, you know, as you get towards 76, 77, 78 from, you know, TBC. It's like, yeah, it slows down, but like it speeds up. So I had a bunch of ults at like low level. But yeah, I didn't have a lot of like ults at max level 85 because I was like, damn, yeah, this is taking forever. But that was without the 50% XP buff. But also I didn't have a lot of heirloom gear too. That's probably what didn't help either. Oh yeah, I should mention that too. I don't have any heirloom gear at all on any of my characters. So it's not like I get any bonuses everybody's gonna have. The bomb to level 70 has been rough though. But is it cast Flame Strike and Blast Wave hitting for 1k? Level 50 has been insane. Yeah, at some point certain classes open up. Like I remember leveling a Paladin and I got him just barely into the Wrath area. Once you pick up, like, it was incredibly slow leveling. But as soon as you pick up Crusader Strike and you get those resets on Exorcism, which you could also use on Flash of Light, it was like you're zooming. As soon as you grab it, that's it. You're actually playing like a human being. And Divine Storms. That was before Holy Power though. That was like in Wrath. I don't know how to. I imagine it's even faster now with the Kata talents. Only wear a head cloak for 80 to 85 anyway. Oh, okay. That still is what, like 10% XP gain per item though? That still is pretty good. Only wear a head. But you can't do shoulders? Wasn't shoulders one of the items from Wrath though? You can't double up on those? Really? Oh, pants. Didn't they add pants at some point too? It's been a second, dude. It's been a while. It's been a minute. Divine Storm lag behind 4 targets on mode doesn't give any holy power in Cataclysm. Let's see the 4 targets. I'm talking about the original Wrath version of Divine Storm. It was basically just like, it wasn't a finisher since you didn't have finishers, but it was just a hard-hitting ability that you would use in all situations. It was like a blade dance, basically. We got a monk. Beautiful. Beautiful. Sam Go Burr. We got ourselves one more for the night, boys. One more for the evening. I'm gonna make here we go. Lead, and we'll queue. We'll send you guys into a... Should we do another than a grand? Yeah, we'll do another than a grand. It's like as even of a map as possible. And that'll probably be the last one for the night, though. Because it is getting late into the evening. But I appreciate you boys so much for coming by. For hanging out. Unfortunate that we lost my man Kragar. But we still had ourselves a few good games over on the EU side. So I'm very happy with that. Legs are locked behind every profession at 600 level. So they do exist. No, mop, shoulders, chest until level 80, legs and mop. Oh, really? Okay. Shoulders and chest until level 80, legs and mop. You just... When did they add a way for you to like upgrade the item level of those? Really? It was just until level 80 and then you couldn't wear it? That's so weird. They broke background music for me? Hell yeah. What, me yelling is background music? I mean, I'll take it. It's just noise. It's like when you have some noise in the background, white noise. It's just like, just have Dalaran in the background. Mop or what? Really? It took that long? Man, it's been so long. I kind of assumed that stuff was available day one, honestly. Like Kata at least. Which. Got ourselves Leo over for the team one. Sham ready to go. Is Sham gonna be able to go first, maybe? Who's first? Is it Rick? Is it Saya? Is it Bird? I think they're still trying to find out. I also gotta get more moose mounts. Because there are two. There's like one that's like a Glory achievement. Glory raid achievement moose. And there's another one that's like the professions. It is gonna be Bird. First up with Sam Go Burr as a Wind Walker monk. How's the matchup here? Actually, I think Warrior and Monk are pretty even to each other, aren't they? Man walking up with a quick bow. Bird hanging out on his... Not even a moose. It's actually just a high mountain druid. Immediate karma for Sam Go Burr. Instant defensive leg sweep as Bird goes in for a trinket. Fear to follow. There's some immediate defenses uses, trinket uses, and CC uses instantly. Sam still holding on to a trinket. That karma being aggressive play though was an interesting choice. But I guess it does stop Bird from having an opener at all. Sam closing that gap, disarm for a second parry. It's getting parried for Bird right now. Sam could not really get past it. Does himself the big AoE though as a celestial conduit. That's gonna help out a lot. Kind of low in health. Oh, and the Bird goes in with a big execute at the end. Kronks is sneaking up, not gonna give Bird even a second to recover. Rogue doing rogue things yet again. The Rogue strikes again. I like his whole Necrolord look, by the way. But the Rogue strikes again. Bird, I think, did really, really good though. He got a massive execute at the end. But yeah. Oh man. Yeah, I noticed Rogues sometimes give honor duels, but not a lot though. Kronks is living up to that Rogue reputation. Lichborn out for Leo really, really early. IBF 2. So actually a lot of defenses got used really early. And Kronks has himself still a drone rush, lots of setup. Leo, if he gets hit with a disarm, you just pistol shot at him from a distance, dude. You just between the eyes in him before he can even close the gap. Blind by Leo, trying to get a setup. Cloak with a trinket out for Kronks, so he knows he can't really stun them. He's going to be killing Spirit right after. Got himself random procs of Riders. Cheap shot is Leo could potentially go for a proper stun. Evasion out for Rogue. But if you disarm Leo, yeah, he can do a lot of damage. He actually needs his weapons in order to get those obliterates and frost strikes and those ambushes. With grapples, he can't even get away from you. And as soon as he actually got damage, you're just going to walk away in between the eyes him from a distance. He got a bit of damage. Grip below. Oh! Way to kill Spirit last second on Riders. Oh! That was rough. Leo's Riders did end up taking out the Rogue. There's just nothing you can do. The Frost DK burst apparently is bigger than that of a Rogue. Could do a lot of burst damage. Try to go for a kick on the Melkor. Does not connect. Frost Mage. Oh, wait, hold on. He's whole, like, attire? Whole wizard hat? I like it. I kind of miss those wizard hats from Dragonflight. I think it's hilarious if they gave mages like an actual wizard hat. One of the tiers. So good. Leo getting super low though. Death Pact is going to help him stabilize a little, but he's kind of limited on how much healing he can do. Needs a silence or some kind of other CC versus Melkor. Does go for the blind. Block to follow, and Leo just has to play it super defensively. He knows that Melkor is going to want to take advantage of the situation. He just doesn't have much health to work with. AMS for a second. Try to see if he can cut across behind the pillar. Drop it down dome. Maybe can pick up a little bit of healing. Knocked out of the dome though. Needs a cast, needs a kick or something. Unless he can get a random AMS from a rider, he might be a little screwed here. He got IBF coming up very soon. Flurry not feeling that good. Oh! It's going to be lights. That's lights. Yeah, big ray of frost. Nothing you can do. With the Rick charging out as the Dracthyr, man. I've so far been seeing you in the Visage form, but seeing the Dragon form. Yo, actually, hold on. Do you have green eyes too? Wait, dude, his whole Mog looks so sick. He's got green horns, green eyes. He's like a fell dragon. That actually looks so sick as a warlock. Wait, that looks awesome. That actually looks cool. I don't like the move, like there's this little run that evokers do, or the Dracthyr do, the dragon one, right? It's kind of like, it's a little bouncy. It doesn't really, I feel like somebody did like an animation swap for them. I think it was a Reddit post where they ran a little bit more like heavier, like a little more hunched over without like swinging the arms as like heavily. It looked awesome. I wonder if they could give him like some animation adjustments in the future, so you could have like this pep on your step or like a little heavier. But either way, as Melkor does drop down a freezing Ring of Frost, trying to see if he can CC the pets. Rick so far has just been able to play super defensively. Big eyeball. Is that just a toy? Or is that somebody else with an eyeball? I think it's just your pet, right? Yeah, gotta be like a pet or something. A breath to follow. Rick does go for more trick with a mortar coil onto Melkor. Does not get the proper fear, but it's still able to do a lot of damage. Look at that ruination, and the big Pit Lord channel is going to split the soul of his body. Block the fall from Melkor. Rick does get stunned for a second, but is going to be able to back up out of there really quickly. Got himself plenty of pets with a Tyrant. All the pets empowered. Melkor, you got to find a way to CC those pets. You got yourself Ultra. That's going to help. Trying to knock him back. Doesn't quite send him far. Is going to go for the Ultra really early. Axe toss on the Frost. Can't even block or anything. Just gotta find a way to CC the pets. Ring of Frost will help with that. Ring of Frost will help somewhat with that, as one Felgar just made it through without even like walking and freezing through Ring of Frost. Now you're in a row spot. As Rick just pumping out even more demons, even more imps around the corner. He's got an entire army. Yeah, eventually they catch up to you and you might be in a bit of a worse spot. Needs a shield, but that Doom together with the Doom Bolt together with the Doom proc. It's just so much damage. So much damage. Rick was last to jump third, not giving F about 5 times. Oh, unfortunate. I think he just tried to get himself a play then, yeah? Honestly, that's unfortunate. But, yeah. At least I appreciate the team won with Saya and Shem, like, you know, standing by and not like butting in or anything like that. Letting a 1v1 happen. That is unfortunate. But, yeah. Hopefully we'll see less of that next week, though, if anything. That's all I can really say. Blocked by Chaz. It looks like Rick, I think he's probably just trying to see if he can get himself one hell of a game before dampening really hits up. Maybe that's why he got super aggressive. Like, yo, I'm doing wall as a full meteor comes down, able to dampen a lot of the damage. And Chaz is getting absolutely sent back by those demons. Axe toss, Fell Lord is going to be the end of you. That Shadow Bolts, it's over. It is done. I don't know if you got another block. Yeah. Just able to continue to pummeling damage back to back into him. And Astrani is the last one left on the team too. They could potentially take down Rick. Does go for Reflect immediately. Does it reflect your dots with the Shadow Crash? I don't know if it does. Actually, I'm interested. Maybe it still does. Does it? Can it reflect your Shadow Crash? Because it's technically an AoE ability. But he has a targeted version of it. Like, is it still an AoE or... How does that work? Fear onto Astrani does get himself a rift, but he's unable to ramp up the rift. With that rift being up, you want to send as many DPs as possible, or this Void Blast, replacing a Mind Blast to increase the duration of the rift so you can build up a little bit more fear. AoE onto Rick. He goes for a trinket, but the pets are still CC'd. Does rip the soul out of Astrani's body, so there's going to be some healing and damage reduction for him. Does have VE, trying to see if he can sustain himself here a little bit with just the raw damage. Does get himself the rift, trying not to get interrupted. Big disperse raptor. Rick does have himself a dark pack. Needs to send a bunch of DPs. Silence to follow as many DPs as you can. Does get himself the void elf racial in order to get himself a better positional. Trinket to follow. Steel axe toss to interrupt him. And Astrani's super low. Rick with a mortar coil. Is it going to be enough though? Astrani left with nothing and Rick doesn't have taken it. Look at that. You got a slug in the head. You got an actual slug in the head. What is that? Does catch up 3. Well done, boys. Well done. Another Jack Deal lock, dude. Hell yeah. Jack Deal locks, and he got this whole like dark scales with green, almost looking foul and corrupted. It looked awesome. Chat, I'm down to go again if you still got groups. By the way, let me know. Jay and Johnny, let me know. I'm down to go again. If you still got a 5-man, I'm down to go again. I'll give you a proper chance here. There we go. Here we go. It was all me all the time. Did you actually get in front of him, Rick? Or did you skip the line? Or what happened, man? Good kills, man. Dragon looks great and all that. Seeing if Jay got 5. If we are missing people though, we'll probably call it, but we'll try to see. Johnny, how we doing with the group? Do we have 5 or do we have people dipping? GG's, man. I logged off. Okay. We will call then. Yeah, Jay logged off for the night, so we'll call it here, boys. Appreciate you all so much for coming by, man. Super fun hanging out with every single one of you. We had ourselves as many games as we could. While my man Krager, do I have it at 78 normally? I need to double check. I think I normally have it 79, right? I don't remember my UI skill anymore. Edit skill specifically, I think it's 79. There we go. What should I do versus Lux? It's tough, man. It's tough. As a Shadow Priest, I think I did good with coming up and fearing the pets, especially when they get them like fully amped up with the Tyrant. I think maybe playing around the pillar, like get a dots on them and then going for the rift, and then kind of like let's say I'm trying to attack like Hellozy guy over there, right? You'll start rift and you go behind the pillar, so then you can continue like you'll start the rift and you'll continue channeling while going behind the pillar to try to avoid the pet. So you get a full channel and then run up, DP, and dip behind the pillar. Run up, DP, and dip behind the pillar. And like as many instances as you can. So then even if they're behind the pillar, they're still melting. And I feel like the more that you do aggressively, probably the better. Is it possible? It's difficult, yeah, because you have the pet constantly rushing around next to you. Axe tossing you, they got mortar coil, they got lots of defenses. We'll call it. We'll call it. We got 5? Yeah, I appreciate that you guys have 5, but Jay popped off for the night, so we'll call it. Yeah, it'll be easier that way. Nope, down wrong strat. Really, the start versus do more like is to finish him as fast as possible. That's true. Yeah, we basically want to try to get them before they even get all the army of the demons up. When they get the demons out and all those pets, the pets are going to be really painful. Like, anyway, fearing the pets when you get a full army of them helps. And this is not even the Tyrant. Tyrant is not even the most difficult pet. It's the buff that the Tyrant gives to all the pets, making them do 15% more damage and makes them last longer. So, like, when they got a bunch of armies of pets on you, Warlock, definitely a target. Want to try to avoid pets. Scary. Very scary. Definitely avoid. Avoid as much as possible. Avoid them like the void. That's about it you can do. But they're definitely tough, man. Jumping the line on the last game of the day, probably not a good call. Yeah. What can you do, man? Honestly. Hopefully next week we'll see a little bit more of it. Speaking about jumping the line, there was like a quest with Kragwa in BFA that players were doing for their BFA achievement mount, Johnny. And people made an actual line. I tried standing in line for a bit, and then I heard somebody say that if you actually go to like, if you have an alt and you enable war mode and chroma time, you have nobody to compete with. I was like, all right, I'll do it. It literally put me in my own instance, so I did it really quickly. GG's, guys. GG's. So after his second roll of CC, he must die, otherwise you're F. Yeah. Unless you can just live those pets and just survive and kite them out, run away. Livability is huge. Or another option you could do is kill the Felguard, the main pet that he has, because if he and not let him resummon it ever, because then he'll be crippled. Like it'll be like losing a right arm. Like he'll just a good portion of his damage and crowd control and utility just comes from a pet. Like pet normally cleaves, like it takes a portion of the damage he takes and goes to the pet instead. Aggressively killing the pet, and then he'll have to resummon it, and then killing it again, because usually play like insta resummon pet talent. That can help out a lot too. Fun duels, yeah, definitely, man, definitely. EU brings it. Tomorrow we got an A duel, so that'll be fun as well. But you guys, thank you so much for coming by, man. Appreciate you. Super fun hanging out with every single one of you. I'll double check it to make sure I saved this one. Foreign ATS and Season of Discovery. Nice. Unknown release dates and 2 race schedule. Okay, nothing new in Wowhead. Have a good night. You guys have a wonderful one. Thanks so much for coming by, man. Thanks so much for watching. You guys have a good one. And I'll see all of you guys either tomorrow or next week or whatever. But yeah. Alright, you guys have a wonderful one. Thanks for watching. Peace.
Verse 2, Electric Boogaloo.